arrive back in the tomb of Annihilation. Back in Toril, back in Chult, back in Oma. Where last we left off, I will show you guys this art once again. Our party had defeated the first puzzle put forth to them. The tomb entrance was false. After investigating the statues and finding a secret door to the ninth and final statue of the snail trickster god Unik, the flail snail, you were directed and given effectively the answer to the riddle before you. The true door revealed. Within, you saw, I'll recite to you once more. Near, no, that's not it there. It is a little further down. I was looking at a different one. Pulling aside the heavy undergrowth, you uncover an archway in the cliff face. Stone skulls peer down from the lintel, and old bones litter the threshold. As light strikes the entrance, a swarm of bats screeched out from within. Oh, I can't do screeches. You just hear the...
Why not?
I can't. A slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edges of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in rows of 3. 3 rows of 3. And that is where we last left the party. This illustration very, very nicely showing us exactly where we are and what it looks like. Some of the sunlight peers down through, just very similar to this. It just peeks down through the foliage of the ruins above, and you can tell that this place has not been touched in a time.
Some serious Tomb Raider vibes. I love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Some serious Tomb Raider vibes. And we're jumping right back in. The door is before you.
Is there anything we need to just get rid of right now? Because I'm pretty sure we can just toss it into that mouth up there.
As long as the professor can make a 3-pointer.
Oh my god.
That's why we brought him to the tomb, because he can shoot a b-ball.
Can't Brolin just turn into a bat and go in there himself?
I can't fly yet.
Oh no!
Should
That's
probably
mean.
not do that.
What so sometimes I read and I don't actually. I just read and I don't read what I read. I just speak. I don't take
You don't
it.
read. You don't read
What
when
mouth are you talking about?
In the image, he's
In the
talking about
image.
the tomb. Yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, wait, what's going on?
In
Yeah.
the
Oh.
illustration,
There.
there's
Okay,
like a mouth thing.
that's fun because they illustrated
That's why I was talking about
it.
the 3-pointer. He's gonna have
Some-
to do some serious.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. That's
Michael
what
Jordan.
you're talking about. Understood.
So, is there any markings around these 9 holes in the wall?
Markings like language.
Well, there's a separate
Runes.
page we get, right, with the.
There is a separate page of,
with the
of
actual door.
of what I've shown you before. What the door itself looks like.
I hope there's not a certain order these things gotta go in.
I think there is.
Yeah.
Do you remember the obelisks? Riddle?
Yeah, you're right.
So, question here real quick, Ed. Is this a you piece of art, or is it a them piece of art, so I can decide whether or not the little white dots mean something?
The white dots?
It is a them piece of art.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like where someone accidentally hit the opacity too high on the eraser tool in each one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
As an artist, I am third party offended at this print.
Oh, my secrets.
The Photoshop of
I
Annihilation.
I look at the back of one of... Ask Ward to see those, and look at the back of them and see if there's anything on the back of our cubes.
Okay, so oh, can you guys
Oh,
do
yeah.
me the favor? I know that I've had your names forever, but it's especially for Alex. Can you change your name
Oh
to
yeah.
Whipplespark so I don't have to remember Whipplespark? But if you change your name, now I mean I'll remember everybody else for years, but at least Alex, please, so I can remember what the name is. So Whipplespark, yeah, you. I don't know if you know where the stones are. I don't even know if you
Talking
know.
about that?
Where did they tell you about them? Was it illustrated to Whipplespark yet?
I mean, we pulled out
Well,
one
we
of them, I
You
think.
did.
when we
Okay,
were- So
I
he's
couldn't
at least
recall. Perfect. Yeah. Then you know that War has them. Just wanted to make sure that was established.
and we had
I
a
also
full.
helped go get three of them.
Did you?
Right. I was gonna say he
Yeah,
talked
they
to
were in the
Victor and
water.
stuff,
From
right? So
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right,
yeah.
right.
He talked to
We get the
Victor.
water.
That's
Yep.
right.
he knew Victor beforehand, so
Okay.
he would be aware
Okay.
of. Yeah.
I am as a new character. I'm feeling out that knowledge.
I am sticking with Professor Whipplespark though.
Professor Whipplespark works.
We're for Spurk or Whipplespank. Whipplespanker. I don't know.
Oh my god.
So I think if we're the only thing that has ordered the 9 of them has been the actual Legend of the 9 Gods thing.
In the cave with all of them in it.
That too.
So would
But
I
that was-
be?
One long like 8, and then the 9th one on the end.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking though, Jacob, since the flail snail is supposed to be surrounded by all of the others, would that one go in the center? And then the enemies would oppose around the square.
Depends on how it's in a pose. Are they in a pose top to bottom?
Well,
or
well,
Yep.
It's
It
it's a 9
could be.
it's a 9 square grid, so we would arrange them in the legend, the ones that were conflicting, right?
Yes.
So we'd have to look back to the legends and then place them accordingly around the flail snail in the center,
And
because
it's
that was the one that we found that was in the hidden door, right before we even got in here.
Right.
part of that warning, I think, is just where he is.
Yeah,
Is the
which would be
enemies
the middle.
oppose. The one stands between in the darkness it hides, I think, is the first. Is finding the amulet. Whereas the don the mask or be seen, and those ones might be later.
That's later. It's got to be.
Right.
So
There are no masks here except the ones we all wear.
Okay. So you're saying that doesn't apply here at all?
oh no, I was saying I think we did the first 3 lines.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I think the don the mask and speak no truth to the doomed child, turn the keys on the inside only. Are
Doom Child. Did we do that?
I don't
no,
think so.
we haven't done
I
the
was gonna
mask,
say,
the
yeah,
doomed
yeah.
child, or the keys.
Okay.
Have we thoroughly investigated what these cubes look like ever? I don't remember.
We haven't actually stuck an eyeball in them or anything, but
Yeah. It'd be good to look at.
Okay.
You wanna?
I asked to
Sure.
see one and thoroughly investigate one of them.
Which one do you give him?
We'll give him. Let's see. Which one's the
I moved over
Torbo?
to the thing so you can see.
Yeah.
He gets the monkey. Give him the monkey.
that's
Do we have the legend written anywhere?
Yeah. I've got it on my notes here. If
There's a handout. I thought there was.
in the previous one at least.
There's a SRX first warning. The handout in there, Kyle. That's the one that's got all that good stuff on it.
Yeah, but he was talking about the legend from that we got told by
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to determine
another
yeah,
archaeologist,
the
yeah.
place
The
superior
Omu-
archaeologist.
Yeah, the Omu stuff.
I think it
Omu
was
stuff.
pinned, right? Toon Talk. It's over 2,000 characters. You can upload it as a file ahead instead. Or you can just chunk it up.
Or
This one.
That works too.
and just to clarify, Alex, I get +5 to trap, disarm, and sleight of hand. Is that what that is? Your thing?
To picklocks and sleight of hand.
Picklocks. Okay.
This.
This is Gloves of Thievery if you want to look it up in D&D and Beyond too.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do.
For as long as I don't need that for a different magic item. It seems mostly useful on you at the moment, though.
So it could be that, and I forget which animals which, like physically, like physically trait wise. If we wanted to go, let's see. I know that Almirage is the rabbit thing. We go the order that the thing shows. Grung is here. Bliss. Rockhemoth.
Oh,
The
those are
Jaculi
movable.
is
Nice.
the
Either to place them in the upper part.
right?
So if you're looking at the cube, can we look at the door? Is it like eye level? Can we see those
If
depressions
you're
in the door?
if you are going to put one of these, you're gonna have to do mind math. If you're going to put something on this map, I just wanted you to be able to see them. You are approaching the door. Or are you approaching the door?
I didn't put that up there.
Oh, okay. Whoever put
Yeah.
that up there. All right.
Went all the way
Yeah.
back.
I'm trying to order these in the order that the
Yep. Feel free to play with them there however you want. The minute they're up on that thing, you're interacting with the door.
Zoo Monster was the big gorilla thing, right? I don't remember. This is the Eblis.
You have the tail, correct?
Yeah.
Good. Just want to make sure that was available to you.
Yep. The order that they're in is as the Zorbo, Elmirage, Commandant, Grung, Eblis, Froghemoth, Zoo Monster, Jaculi, and then Flail Snail.
All right, we see War kind of going through, kind of setting down all the stones in front of him, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
So
He's
are
got it
those
down.
are those across the top and then down?
Yeah, I think-
or are they
think he's doing
down,
reading
down?
order.
Yes, that is the order that they're in the legend.
Okay.
So this isn't the correct order with the cubes yet, because I am forgetting which ones are which. Like I don't know. I don't know what these ones on the left are. Yeah. So like I know
like the names of them?
right.
The Grunged is
This
definitely in the second one,
Yeah, we know the Grung is the
which is the little frog.
this guy.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then this is a Jaculi or no, Almirage.
This is
it's-
a Mirage for sure.
Yeah, it's the El Mirage.
This is the Eblis, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Froghemoth. I think this is the Jaculi.
We fought some of them.
Yeah.
Brolin even had a pet one for a little bit.
Yeah, we know this is the Froghemoth right there, easy.
Yep. So this is between a Zorbo, Commandant, and Zoo Monster are these three. I don't know which ones are which.
If I had to guess, I would say the the Sioux monster is the one that looks like the Loch Ness monster. The big snake one. That one. I'm reading through the
Wongo
thing,
the Sioux monster. Yeah. God, I wish what's his face was still alive right now. Do we have we have Orvex's journal, right?
Yeah.
Does can we open Orvex's journal and look at, maybe does he have a sketch of each of them next to what they're called?
Yeah, he does.
So if I tap War on the shoulder, Valfine will take the book and start flipping through.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my archaeologist background to discover the purpose of this ruin and who it was built by.
Oh gee, I wonder.
From just the chamber you're in now, Wiffle Spark.
Yeah, I'm just joking because that's my class feature.
When you enter
Hey,
a ruin, or
I also have a great class featured.
your feature won't apply yet, but maybe.
I had a great class feature that I picked unwittingly, and unfortunately made enemies with the GM.
Yeah, man, I fucking
GM.
I wanted to kill him. He said it, and I'm like, take your fucking Outlander ass, and you just go back. You go back to Faerun. You don't belong here.
You
I
go
remember.
back to the Outlands from which you came.
Get out of here.
The difficulty scaled a little higher than it usually would have, I think. If
So you're going through.
yes,
the
yes,
journey.
yes. I want to make sure that because looking at the puzzle cubes, can I well, Valfine, can Valfine sort of sort the cubes into their respective legends based on what they look like, what they're called, and maybe like put them in pairs for each of their?
I mean,
Wait.
you can do that if you want.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, we're waiting.
I have an idea.
Well, let me first give some information to Valfine, since she just said she was pouring through that book. So as you go through, you can see that it details each. He's sketched each sort of animal according to the trickster god. Starting with Aijin. Aijin the Almirage. You see the image of a like a rabbit. Looks to be a rabbit.
Okay, so
And then you see after that Kubazan the frog hemoth. It looks to be the I'll just ping down here.
yeah, one second, I'm gonna start writing these.
You see Moa the Jakuli, which is the snake.
Jakku snake.
Nang Nang the Grung, which is here. Ubalaka the Zorbo, here. Papa
I didn't think of
Zottel.
that one.
The
I'm not getting any pings from you.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
is it underneath? Maybe.
Ubalaka the Zorbo, thinged here.
Ubalaka.
You guys got Nang Nang. You guys got Moa. Okay, so I'll just keep going. Papa Zottel the Eblis. Shagambi the Commodon. Unik the Flail Snail. And Wongo the Sioux Monster.
That was wrong.
Sioux Monster was the monkey looking thing.
Indeed. At least according to the illustrations of your old friend, Orvex.
So Valfine would flip through some of the pages and kind of study for a minute, kneel down in front of War, and sort of place each of the cubes paired up with from the legend, the story, making sure that they're both grouped together in pairs of two based on what was written, and then kind of pointing out as she goes through the names and the type of animal each one is.
Yeah,
to him.
what does that sound like?
Let's see. These two here, we have. I need to double check again. This is Jakuli snake. Looks like we made a couple incorrect guesses here. The Eblis looks like some sort of. Looks like a swan or flamingo-ish thing. Shagambi is the Commodon. That one is the sort of panther, jungle panther looking. The Sioux monster is that monkey-ish, sort of. And she just kind of goes through and just sort of makes sense of each each one, sort of equating it to, because obviously those names don't make any sense until you put them to with the illustration or the carving. So they're all grouped together. After that, she snaps Orvex's journal closed and hands it back to him.
Or you receive Orvex's journal.
Alrighty.
While they're, oh, go ahead, Alex.
I am going to make a light, just a little artificial light, and put light next to these things when they're on the ground.
Light next to to what's on the ground, to just so
Yes.
that so they can easily see. Okay, I don't have
Yes.
to mechanically place anything. Got it.
No.
Yeah, the lights shine up. They just sort of balls of light.
It's just a little light device that looks a lot like a light bulb.
Okay, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Shing. It's great for you, War. You'll be able to see much clearer.
While the party is fussing out the names and pairings to the pictures, we see Valoria has slowly shifted off to the side and has taken out a black stick of chalk and has
Which side?
scratched into. It's just black. There we go. She is right where she's standing.
Okay.
That'll be perfect. She has gone to the wall and sketched a 3x3 grid on it with black little rectangles.
Yeah.
And she has handed a rock to Trap, and she's trying to verbally instruct him where to put the rock. to train him for future endeavors. So we're at several points where she's like, all right, the upper left.
The rock
and then-
just. Yeah, go ahead. What is it? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, he takes drops it.
Oh my god.
It's like, no, she picks it up. The wall. This goes on for many minutes.
Trap brings me such joy.
My God.
All
You
right,
said
yeah.
necromancy can't be fun.
Yeah. Nobody.
So what order do we want to try? Because we could do top left to bottom right, just going in the order of the legend, or we can try, if we really think the enemy's opposed thing, we could try the around the outside thing.
I think what it's gonna be is, all right. I might be thinking a little too deeply into this, but this was
Right.
written by Americans, so we read we read left to right.
Some social
So-
engineering here. Yeah.
So I can assume that unless Sauce
Sauce Tom.
I was about to say Sauce Tom, I realized I was
This
wrong.
is all Sauce Tom's
All
fault.
right, so unless the Sararak hails from Japan, we can assume that the upper left box is going to be the first one. So
Yeah,
I would think opposites attract would be the literal opposite box. So it'll be the bottom right corner, upper left corner.
So you wanna go with the opposing sort of stuff with the flail snail in the middle.
It makes sense because if you go left to right, you would fill out pretty much the whole thing, and then the question would be, is it a new sentence and we start from the left, or do we just go down one?
Right. So that sounds great, unless Trap starts trying to play tic-tac-toe, which we will have a very big problem with. So
Well, I mean, failing his successful training, we do have a Brolin.
That's not fit. No.
War would be the ideal
I also-
potential bomb disposal person because
I also, to keep from killing our friends, I have Mage Hand.
That
Well,
also
I mean,
works.
that would work. I wasn't going to volunteer your services. I'm just running through hypotheticals here. But since we already know
Aw,
Brolin
Kyle.
is dead, and that whatever that is expendable,
Wow.
that would be the logical choice. I'm not saying this in Valoria's voice, but I am saying
Even
this.
better if the door sucks out your soul, because
He doesn't have one.
All right, that's enough. This isn't really happening, but I'm offended.
So, I want to go take a look at the other door,
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
but from here.
Sure. No problem. Yes, you see before you, it looks to be a short tunnel. It ends at a slab of worked stone whose edges are marked by relief carving of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab across another form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
So there's only 8 cavities on this door and 9 on the other door.
Ours, yeah.
Mm.
And they're in a star shape on this, like a 8-pointed star. Or...
That's what it says.
Okay. Is there no other marking besides that?
Nothing of detail that you can
Okay.
see. There's a lot of weeds in there. A lot of overgrowth.
What if this was a super wicked puzzle where we're supposed to put the 8 cubes in the other door and then the snail in the middle of this door? That's how you make sure nobody gets in your fucking tomb.
You know what,
All
buddy?
right.
This is the Tomb of Annihilation. You have no idea. Could
All
be.
right. So, can we confirm that we know what order they're supposed to go in?
No.
No.
We
Okay.
cannot confirm it. Yeah,
I-
we have no idea.
I have an idea,
Okay.
Aside from assuming first appearance in the legend, it's a
and
last
we
option.
Yeah.
we're gonna need an elf for this.
Oh, gee, where are we going to find?
All
those?
right. Listen, you can go back and recall memories, right? So
Hmm.
you can go recall. Wasn't it the poem or the mural? It gave them it introduced each beast in a certain order. You could go back into your elven memories in your meditation and remember that.
I would have to take a 4-hour meditation session.
Well,
To what are you talking about there?
So I don't need to back to the first mural we ever saw in the.
yeah, we can.
Yeah.
He can
What mural?
elven meditate.
What mural?
What mural are you talking about?
When we first entered the city, you remember where artists left us that message? There was a mural of all of the trickster gods, weren't there?
Yeah.
I
Wait,
don't
are you
recall.
saying they were arranged
I
in a
don't remember
particular
that
way?
Well, they
I
were
don't-
introduced in a specific way.
Well,
Well,
yeah, they
that
were
we have.
introduced
That's in
Yeah.
in the legend.
that
in
you
Tomb
have.
Talk right now.
Alternatively, I can use my sage background and make a history check from when we were there, instead of waiting until I have to sleep for 4 hours.
As your dungeon master, I will inform you that you are misremembering that, or I illustrated to you incorrectly. There
Okay.
was nothing beyond the story that you already have received that
Okay.
you have lies at that moment,
Okay.
just to keep you from going down a rabbit hole.
Well,
Ah, you mean an Armitage hole?
I'd give you inspiration if you didn't have it already.
I make a second one of those lights and attach it to the top of number 43, and send number 43 down the hole.
Down
After
the
war backs up.
into the
Yeah.
into the tunnel.
Yes. So, war, you should back up.
Where is he right now? You have him.
I just placed him next to war right now.
Okay, you might want to move him back a little bit. He's not quite in his token area. Front or forward? Yeah, there you go. Cool.
And I'm gonna have him walk up to the door and walk back.
All right, he walks up to the door. As he approaches the door, he
Looking for tripwires.
he sniffs the stone and turns and hears your call back. And he got his snoot right up to the stone, his metal snoot, and he comes right back to you.
I was just checking.
Appreciated.
Fair enough.
Okay, now we can walk down the hallway.
Or
So
can we?
we're gonna run into with the opposites thing. We will run into, if you're going top left to bottom right thing again, because there are 4 sets of 2. So you're gonna run across the top, and then gotta know whether to go down or left if you're
Mhm.
going to do that way.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying earlier.
Yeah. So we run into that either way.
Well, the other one had an 8-pointed star, so they're probably diagonal. If we're gonna do the opposites.
So you think it was
Hmm.
rotated slightly?
So I've got 2 orders here. I'm gonna put them in the tomb chat thing.
Yeah. Okay.
The top one was the order of appearance thing, and then the bottom one is opposites, I believe.
Man, I wish Orvex was here.
Yes,
We have his journal at least, but still, yeah.
It's true. We could have him put the things in.
No.
Bad Alexandria. Bad.
Is so order of appearance. Then we can try. And there was no clue on the other door, Professor?
No, it was just had an 8-pointed star and only 8 of these holes instead of 9.
One last look around the room before we start shoving squares and holes. There any illustrations on the walls? Any Omnuin written? Any vines that maybe we need to like sweep aside to see anything extra? Are there any runes up running across the top like we saw before in some of the
Skulls on the door.
yeah.
A lot of what you're asking are things you'd have to do, not stuff that I could give you right now.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering what sort of check that would take if I were to
if
actually
you-
step in and look.
So you want to give this place a larger sort of cursory glance. I have a feeling that. Did you already do this? Do you think?
Myself in this area, I don't think.
You don't think so? Okay. If you don't,
I
if
think
you don't believe
we-
you've done it in game yet, I think that you can. Yeah, you can roll a. What it sounds like you are doing is Are you searching for something in particular, or are you trying to piece together something that you think you haven't pieced together? Yeah, with what is already here. Are you looking for something that is effectively hidden from you, or are you trying to piece together something that from what you can already see?
I would say just looking, because
Just looking for
There's
something
nothing-
you can't. Looking for something you can't currently see.
yeah, just making sure. Yep, for sure.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Hopefully, there's nothing.
Hopefully, there is something.
Maybe.
The only
But-
thing that you notice in a thorough look around in this place,
Okay.
are there are footprints, old but fresh enough to have been within recent time. Not yesterday, not the day before, but last month, 2 months, 3. They're faded, but they're still there.
Do they enter and exit?
They seem to dot this area in different directions. They are humanoid, boots.
Okay.
Is there a
Um,
skeleton to match them? That is burnt to a crisp.
Nope.
Unless he's no longer.
The bones on the ground in this room are animal bones.
Gotcha. I mean, unless he got Thanos, then it's getting. he's definitely not anywhere. So.
Yep, your cursory glance reveals only that, Valfine. Or I wouldn't say it's cursory, I'd say it's detailed.
Okay. I think we're just gonna have to trial and error, unless we've already doubled back.
That's the way to do it.
I
don't
know.
I don't see
Sorry.
anything but some very old footprints in here, but they don't seem to follow any particular pattern of any kind.
Ed, can I know it's probably been done to death, but can I roll a perception check on
I just did that.
the cubes themselves?
No. What's your passive
No.
perception?
My passive is 16.
16. The only reason I say no is because there's nothing for you to roll to see something not already seen to you on an object so small and easily enough for you to flip behind and see. 16 would reveal that they are stone carved roughly out on the sides. The illustrations are fairly beautiful, well done, Omnuan in make, for sure. They're old. Nothing significant, nothing unseen.
Okay. No notches or.
There are no secrets to the stones that are not.
And
from
we've already
your
looked at the
eyes.
holes, the slots.
Yep, there's just depressions in the door.
Ah, Brolin, excellent. Very self-starter of you. Why don't you just take those, since they're already in your hand, and start plugging them into the wall?
Haha, nice try. You ain't gonna get me that easy.
Speaking of that, Brolin, please put yourself next to War. Remember that while we're on the map, where
Oh,
you,
yes.
I need
Yeah,
those
that's true.
tokens to be where you are.
I am actually going to step up to the door and actually do a investigation of the 9x9 just up close.
Yeah, just looking at it up close. I will say, so investigation. Yeah, you're trying to piece together something that's not already apparent to you. Go for it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
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 We've already done a
You're trying to put
perception
together
sweep.
clues to see if you can come up with something else in your head. By all means.
You do it, Professor. Use your book smart.
Is it with advantage or no?
Yeah, what the magic item I have is Eyes of Minute Seeing to get advantage on things that are within a foot of me.
What the party's been discussing about how to arrange 9 cubes, it makes sense to you, Wiffle Spark. It's sound logic to you. There are nine entry points. There's no other significant part to this wall other than the skulls and the mouth at the top. And other than that, it's there doesn't seem to be anything that you can piece together other than stringed theories that are only theories.
Okay, then I say everyone get out of the tunnel except for one person, and we try and put a cube in and see what happens.
I'm gonna look at Alexandria.
Good luck, Brolin.
It's not gonna be me.
And by the person putting the cube in, I mean Valphine from 30 feet away put a cube in.
I was going to suggest, so that Alexandria doesn't need to waste any spells bringing zombies back from the dead, I could lift each cube to each hole.
Well, to be frank, they're not really picking up placement of objects very well, so we're gonna have to go with some other hairier, shorter solution.
No, I won't do it.
Oh my god.
It's that door scares me. All
You're
right.
short. You're diminutive.
I don't care. I'm a dwarf.
Less likely to be decapitated from swinging traps.
Oh, I thought you were actually talking on me on my size. Like, what's your problem?
No,
You're not
you're-
very tall yourself.
Are you
No.
sizist?
As they bicker,
No, dwarves are tiny. More
Valvine's
compact.
gonna shuffle everyone out of the corridor. Okay.
Just upset that Valphine doesn't like tall women.
Please,
Wiffle Spark
everyone.
is having this conversation while standing on top of 43, so he is at the same height as everyone else.
That's very dangerous.
I love it.
So, War, which cube goes first? Do we think?
Both of our hunches. The Zorbo is first. So
Okay.
we do the top
Zorbo
left
is-
one first.
Are we
Okay.
sure it's the Zorbo first? In the legend, it looks like the Ami boy is first.
But
No,
the
the wise Zorbo is mentioned first.
Zorbo comes first. in the
Oh,
legend.
you're right. You're right.
Yep.
So
That's
you're
what I get
doing
for
the
skimming.
So
Doing-
we're going order of appearance. I'm assuming top left, Jacob.
You want to do
is
order
what
of
your
appearance or
assumption
the
is?
opposites?
It's got to be opposites.
Opposite seems more likely.
So we'll start with the first block of story.
I,
We'll take
I
the
really
Zorbo.
don't think it's opposites.
It's got to. It is. All right, Tor. I definitely want to hear your opinions on this, but it is literally on the go fuck yourself obelisk outside that we do the opposites.
Can
I think we
check one more
already
thing real
used
quick?
those first three things
I'm gonna
But
lock you guys
for
real quick.
getting that
Let's
amulet.
see. So
It can't be used more than once.
what are you doing with the spark? I've locked tokens.
I am looking to see what order these are in to see if they match the order that we are just doing.
Sure. I'm unlocking tokens. That's a thing I
Okay.
can do now.
I mean,
Oh no!
Yeah, so you can move your token.
Yeah.
You want to go back over there?
Yeah, I do want to go back into this tunnel.
Cool.
And I want to see the order of these are in.
All right.
That's all. I'm doing.
To the north is Moa. To the south is Wongo, where you're standing now.
Okay.
To the north is Aijin. To the south is Ubalaka. To the north is Papazotl. To the south is Kubazan. You fall 1,000 feet into a pit trap and you're dead. Nang Nang is to the north. Nang Nang's to the north. Shigambi's to the south.
That is a
Professor.
a very good engineer who made a 1,000-foot pit trap.
I know, right?
I'm not,
In a
not
five-foot
mad at
box.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed too.
I'm not even mad at them.
And Unik is at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed some of that.
Well, I don't. Oh wait, they might have been.
Well, Alex was listening, I think.
Because those said enemies oppose, and like they are standing across from each other, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it could
Well, I
be.
think we should just try and put Zorbo in with Mage Hand and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if Falcon,
We'll know by the second cube.
Yeah.
yeah, we will.
Maybe, probably.
All right, Valfine, you are casting your cantrip. The stones are before you. I'm imagining on the ground. Is that where you guys have put them?
We ordered them, so
Yeah.
we probably would have carried them in the same order back to where we're standing right now. But she's gonna snap her finger, and smoke's going to come from, like a blue smoke from her hands, and she's going to lift the Zorbo cube. And we're at the end of the hallway. I have up to 30 feet with this, so
It's a 20-foot hallway. In
So I'm going to lift
Up.
the Zorbo.
Really quick,
I'm holding it.
I'm outside the hallway, but I'm gonna shift so that I can't see down the hall anymore.
Oh yeah. Let's go back so you can move yourself appropriately.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be right here, fam.
Okay. Is everybody happy with where they are right now?
In case it's a jet of lava.
In case like there's a jet of like rays of fire out of every hole that isn't.
Let's let's just kind of back up. Just for time.
Everyone's gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you don't want to back up. You want to get out.
There
of
is
right.
there is a radius. There's a pit trap right here that we're all standing under.
Victor does not leave your side.
Okay.
Valfine.
Well, if anything were to happen, Victor, I trust that you would run as quickly as you can.
I am ready for anything that happens to try and counter it if I can.
Alexandria, go up there and stand with them.
Nah, it's safer over here.
Alexandria. All right, you can be single for the rest of your life. That's fine.
I believe in
That's
you,
the plan.
Valfine.
All right, Valfine.
She's gonna look at Victor as she's lifting the cube. Just like old times, huh?
It's like it was yesterday.
And the Zorbo floats across the room
Okay.
and lands square in the top leftmost square.
We see the slab sink in almost perfectly to the spot in the uppermost left square, and it and we can hear the stone kind of gravel against itself, and it fits snugly.
Do we hear a click? Anything?
Probably not from 30 feet away.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, I have elf ears. I don't know. My
It's
passive
20.
perception's amazing, bro. So
Well, you hear a click of stone against stone.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't,
Just shove
Sure.
stone into stone.
Yeah.
So the next one is this one, and it's either gonna go in the like top middle slot or the bottom right slot, depending on which we're going with.
Feel
The
free to-
opposite is bottom right.
Feel free to
As
roleplay
a
it if
person
you
doing
want.
mage hand, this is partially up to you.
we're gonna roleplay argue all night, like.
I know, that's my favorite part. You can
So
talk out
since
of
no
character.
one else is looking, it is what War and
Bottom.
I standing here, and Victor.
bottom right. I'm
Pretty
just
much-
like looking at you, just saying bottom right.
It's pretty much whatever you think, though, because you're the one doing it.
All right, Luke, disable your targeter. Use the force.
Luke, you shut up. You're targeting computer. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm all right. Okay, I'm going to. Since this is paired up, Valfine is going to lift the Almirage cube.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. I like the. I personally like the opposite's idea, and since I'm doing the mechanical work, that is what's happening. So we're going to put the Almirage in the bottom right square.
Everybody get down!
The stone. We can see it. I think we get a nice like long shot of these stones coming across the scene as if a wall is given way.
Yeah,
and we
she's
have a
just kind
beautiful
of.
shot.
She's got her hand
Just
out, sort of.
goes
Yep.
right across. You can see Victor right behind you, ready for anything. As the second stone into its spot. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay. Okay. So we won't know about the second stone.
It's either it's not triggered when you put each individual one in, and it's triggered when you put all of them in.
Which just means they're all in, which means the spell's gonna be bigger. Okay, so the next part of the legend is the we got the Zorbo and the Almirage, right?
So,
So next
Commandant-
would be the Commandant.
Yep. So I've got them circled in boxes of like whose enemies, and they're in order from left to right as like they appear. So
Okay, so
you
Commandant and Grung, top to bottom, if we're going with opposites,
correct.
right? Okay.
And Ed is secretly over there laughing at us.
Nope.
My poker face, my poker face.
Because it doesn't matter what order you put these in, it's just that.
That's not the way I would have done it.
I swear to God, if it's just put him in.
You guys do you.
It could be. Maybe
Sarah-
we're overthinking it, but we won't know. So she's.
The most important part of DM prep for Tomb, poker face.
Poker face. Exactly. Okay, so she's gonna lift the Commandant cube and send that down, and we're going to place it in the top center of the grid.
Okay. It, as its brothers and sisters before, into
Settle
the
in.
slot. Settles in.
Okay. Same with the Grung. Lift and carry. We're gonna put that in the bottom center.
Now, it's probably too late to say this, Valfine, but if you really wanted to test if something's incorrect, just put the snail on anywhere but the center.
I don't think we want to test for incorrect. We want to test for.
I don't want to. I mean, if you think the Soulmonger is hungry enough, then maybe.
Well, if he wasn't hungry, we wouldn't be having a problem.
All right. So next is the. Just gonna pick up the Eblis
Okay.
in the top right hand corner. Oh, no, I missed. I mean, okay. No, put it directly on.
Are you sure?
Roll to be sure.
Yeah, it,
Make a dexterity check.
it soars across the 20-foot hall through the ruins into its slot.
Okay. Frog Hemoth next, opposite the bottom left corner.
Drum roll.
The secret is we need to move all of these one space clockwise.
Was an order of like morning, noon, and night. Snail.
Oh yeah, some stupid wordplay or something. Okay, so next, cube of the Sioux monster, and she's kind of just sort of lifting and sending them, just sort of
Yeah.
side eyeing Victor, making sure he's still paying attention.
He's very attentive to everything.
Yep.
His eyes are twitching around for anything unnatural to try and deal with.
Can you go down the other side, Falcon?
What's up?
Continue your circle. Then you want down the other side.
Say that again.
Well,
That was
it's
the debate is whether to start on the left or the right.
You mean like straight across the center?
Oh, just saying to continue the clockwise-ness.
Oh.
I don't.
I don't think it matters,
The
but
I mean, we
molecule
went
sinks
clockwise.
in.
Yeah, it's too late. It's already in.
alright,
Chan.
the last two in.
All right, here we go. Flail snail in the center, correct? Party.
Oh, you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't do that yet. Don't do that yet.
So you want the opposite first,
Follow,
Yeah,
follow
then
the
the
legend.
center.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. All right. So we're carrying the Jakuli. Center right. All right, Victor. If I go up in a blaze of flames,
Will be doomed.
okay.
Good.
And the flail snail. It just kind of hesitates before she sets the last one in.
Yeah, it like pauses for a
Yeah.
moment.
Just make sure it's like perfect, absolutely,
Perfect.
before it goes in. Yep.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I get +5.
Yeah,
You do get a +5.
Here I was terrified he was about to say make a dexterity saving.
Yeah, same.
The perfection that this final stone fits, the absolute divine perfection, is it doesn't even make a sound. This goes right into
I
slab.
am the Tomb Raider.
As it does, the stones begin to light up. You see a blue, almost arcane light fill each illustration, one after another. The final, as they all the way around, the light flashes forward from Unik, the flail snail. And you feel the earth below you very gently tremble.
Oh, it's gonna drop into a stairwell.
Dust blows past the cracks around the door, filling the room. As the door to the tomb begins to rise.
And out pour thousands of snakes.
Ah!
Oh, look, they've already put themselves into a killing box for us. Fireball stream.
So pause for. She's gonna pause for about 5-10 seconds, just kind of eyeballing the darkness before making a move or calling anyone over.
One moment. All right.
So I'm hearing a lot of rumbling over there. Is it good rumbling or bad rumbling?
Do you hear the soundtrack right now?
Do I
Oh,
hear
no.
the soundtrack?
Never mind.
My perception's not very high.
Looks
So-
like
I have human ears.
The door rises to its peak, 10 feet above. And before you is the gaping maw.
All right, everyone. She's gonna kind of motion over to the rest of the party hiding in the bushes.
Another door?
Noise.
What?
All right. Brolin and War up front, or
Potentially.
I don't don't
I
wanna
can
do
search
that.
for traps with my magic, but I can only do that so many
Hence the
times.
whole time.
I was about to say we should be moving through this like fucking cavalry. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. Your placement is very important.
Charge.
I actually, I kind of want to put Victor in charge of somebody, but I will also be moving him. That makes sense.
I can move him if you want.
I'm only afraid because it seems kind of fun to not know exactly what Victor's capable of, so I don't want.
Yeah, you
quite
know,
It's,
yeah.
it's fun.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, you could always toss a blank token on for him of some sort.
Absolutely, I can actually. You're right.
how would we know what he's capable of? Just being able to move his thing.
You would have
Or is
access
it
to his
go
character
health?
sheet. Yeah, you would have access to his
Yeah.
character sheet and other
Oh.
information.
You could just toss on like
I actually have
Drug.
a token that will work for him. It's literally an NPC token I put in years ago. I'm just going to. We know that this is Victor, so I don't need to name it or anything. I'm just going to make it controllable by all players, as long as you don't throw him places he's not supposed to go. As long as you just keep him with you, I'm fine with that.
Great.
I'm fine with that.
Well,
Okay.
we got these penta poles for a reason.
So
That's for sure.
I think we should approach the door and then heavily search for traps.
Yeah. Let's do it. Cool.
So what order are we going in? I think that's very important from this point on.
Don't mind being in front.
Okay. And then, Roland, where are you going?
Well, I think I may be the middle. I can definitely take a hit, or use my magic to detect traps.
Yeah, having somebody up front to look for traps would be nice.
That's not me.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
I'll go up.
just put himself. Okay. There we go.
I'll put
Wars,
Valpine up front.
as you approach this close, I can give you some detail while everyone's sort of figuring out where they want to be. You see that before you, and well, actually, War, you don't. There's not much light on you, is there? You're like the one person who can't see. Never mind. There's just darkness.
Are we going in here with light?
Oh, you were coming in here with light?
He does have a 5 and 5 foot light
I'm
that I
asking
gave him earlier.
What do you asking?
because if we want to go in here with light, we can. I also have, like, depending on how long we're going, I have some dark vision. So if we want to go in like stealth mode in the dark, we can do that, or we can go with lights on.
The rest of you
Right,
can see
'cause-
what is beyond. War's the only one who can't, so I could detail, but I do want to address War's blindness to the situation.
Shit. I forgot about that.
It's fine if he
Okay,
just is. He's just at disadvantages.
Well, Valphine's gonna pair up with War then, because I definitely don't want him going
I'm
sightless.
asking that question because I have 5 hours of dark vision that I can use throughout
I
this.
think we should keep that for later.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a like emergency, maybe.
Do we? Does nobody have a light cantrip?
Oh, I have an axe I can just turn on. Like it's the question of are we going bright or are we going in dark?
I do not have a light cantrip, so
I do if we
And-
need it.
I have a fake light cantrip, but it only does 10. It only does 10 feet.
I think I don't think the axe would hurt anything unless we want to pay attention to.
It's whether people see us from inside if we think there's creatures inside.
Okay.
Well, to be frank, if anything is living in here, it's gonna see us whether we have lights or not.
That is probably true.
These are beings that live in the dark. We would actually be putting them at a disadvantage to have light. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
All right.
Axe it is.
Look down at this axe. Say, rock, and it'll ignite. And
Okay, what's the ranges on that for me? If you can give it to me.
look this up before. Hold on.
Isn't it something stupid like 60 bright or something?
It's I think
It's
it's
super bright.
something.
It's more than a torch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that being pretty silly.
Flame tongue.
Yeah, what you got?
It's 40 foot of dim, and then an additional 40 foot of
Roger.
or well, 40 foot of bright, and then an additional 40 foot of dim.
Can you see now?
80 feet.
You should be able to see very well as War lights his axe, and the entire area before you is illuminated. You all see before you is another hall, a slab, another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface, with a graven skull stone leering out from above.
Iron lever.
An engraved skull?
I will read it one more time. Another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface, with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
So above the door, there's a skull. Yeah.
Yes.
Pull the
And there-
lever, lava out of the mouth. Classic.
Well, there were 8 pointed stars of skulls on that other. Maybe there are 8 trials of some sort, or maybe 8 floors.
9.
I missed the
One for
The
each
old
trickster
elf.
god.
find hidden door thing.
Oh yeah.
Well,
A trap to you?
I would have to get a little closer to see that.
I mean, mage hand? Might as well just pull that lever from here.
This is the only thing in the room. It's just
Only
a square
thing-
box with a slab.
Only thing you can see at the just looking there.
All right.
Afraid of that closing the door that we just opened.
Well, don't step inside.
Yeah, to keep in mind, you no longer have the stones.
Right. So if we can't open it again.
They're
Well,
they're apparently
don't-
above you.
Yeah, they're going to be in the door. So if the door closes, the stones will still be there.
Maybe.
We're doing the right foot in, right foot out. Which one?
Well, if we want to make sure people are inside, I suppose everybody but me.
Okay.
And if worse comes to worse, I will sing your songs to any who will listen.
Great. All right. I
We should check for like pit traps and stuff in this floor too.
Yep. Valfane before she steps forward at all.
I will assist you in that.
10-foot poles out. Start tapping things.
Tapping tiles with. Deep, deep, deep. Can we? I would like to check for traps.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And that's perception or investigation?
Perception.
Okay, cool. And then I'm being assisted, correct, Mr. Professor?
Yes.
Okay.
Professor is used to this sort of thing.
Good.
There's a seam going down the middle of the floor.
A seam down the center of the floor.
Ah,
Hmm.
so it's going to drop down then.
So I will pull the lever and potentially get a set of stairs, is what I'm assuming. Or
No, I think it's more like swinging door.
Yeah.
into a pit of spikes.
Or snakes. Or snake spikes.
I don't like snakes.
Or
Or
snake spikes.
explosions.
Well, don't move before we do anything then. And she's going to mage hand and gently pull the lever.
It doesn't.
Oh, the
budge.
lever.
Oh, it doesn't move. Great.
Can we look up at the skull?
Sure. You have your eyes. You can look at it. It's right there. You see the
Is
skull.
that
I can't handle this music.
descriptive about it?
What's that?
Is there anything descriptive about it? Other than it's just
Other than what I've described, there's nothing of interesting detail. No.
So War's gonna literally take one of the 10-foot poles and try to jam down on the floor to see if it would just fall under weight.
Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna
Oh.
tap at the door.
Don't worry, War. I've got this. Trap, charge.
That is his name.
What were you doing?
That's the
War?
zombie sprints.
What were you doing?
Taking a 10-foot pole and trying to push down on the floor to see if it holds weight or if it would just open when we walked in.
Yeah, make like a strength check.
Okay.
If you're trying to like put as much weight as you can on a 10-foot pole.
Yeah,
Or I don't think you can pole vault with that.
yeah.
I believe in war.
Would you call that a war vault?
A war vault.
Ooh,
You
very
turn
good.
into a
you
green turtle shell.
you push with all your might effectively. Does not give.
Seems sturdy enough to stand on.
Okay. You and I first, just to double check.
Yeah.
Don't stand in the center of the room.
We should at least look at the.
Or should we have me go first because I don't weigh almost anything and I can attach me with like a 5-foot rope to War
There you
in
go.
case I step on the platform and it falls out? War can catch me.
Or he could just,
do
he could
that.
just like, he could use you as a bola and wrap you around that lever.
Oh my god! Yeah.
That would work, right?
Yeah, if you have 20,
All right,
if you have-
Professor Grandpa.
If you have 20 feet of rope, he can get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely have rope.
So I attach myself to War before any of this goes, and step.
All right. Yeah. We see Whifflespark step out onto the stone.
Stay near
And-
the wall.
Sturdy.
Don't walk down the center.
I let myself out a little bit more rope.
The first thing that you would notice, I wanna give some flavor since you're first sort of stepping into here. The ceiling above you, in this chamber, looks to have very thin cracks, and you can see the light of day above you, Whifflespark. Very, very thin cracks riddling the ceiling, just allowing some.
Are any of the cracks
very-
in a straightish line down the middle?
No, they seem natural to decay of stone. Nothing preordained. Other than that, a lot of growth here. Like you can definitely tell, like some of the shrubbery and like withers got inside of here.
Another step.
All right, Whifflespark, as you cross the center of the room, you all hear a similar sound, Whifflespark the most, since you're in this echo chamber. The sort of disgusting, almost tendon snap sounding give of bone cracking as the jaw of the skull immediately retches open. As it does, you see and you hear what sounds like as a hand skeletal starts to make its way out of the mouth as it opens effectively to widen for its host. As it comes out, you see it is holding an hourglass, and it flips. 10, 9,
Okay.
Oh
I
shit.
go
8.
and grab the lever,
7. You grab the lever. 6,
and
5.
I try and pull it down.
4. Whifflespark, you pull it down. The minute you do, the doors out from below you. The floor.
I try to
gives
hold
way.
onto the lever.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage, as this is happening in a moment.
Nice.
You cling to the lever as the doors. You see either side of the stone slam against the walls below, and you look down, Whifflespark, at a 20-foot pit going deep into the earth, laced and lined with iron spikes glistening at the tip with some form of liquid on each. A deadly trap below you. You see the bones of the perished as well. And you
Do I see
hang there.
anything shiny?
No.
Okay.
Professor?
Holy
Yeah.
crap! You okay?
Is the arm still there?
War's
The-
pulling the rope so that it's pretty taut.
Yep.
So that if he does drop, he can pull easily without
The
sliding.
arm retracts, and as it does, the door begins to lower, and you begin to lower with it, Whiffle Spark. Since you are clung to the stone.
No.
You go down 5, 10 feet. What do you
So
do?
it's 20 feet below the door.
The door stops, and now the sharp points are just right there, very close.
I guess I climb up.
Make a climb roll really quick. Give me an athletics.
Oh, we're not gonna have to jump this pit, are we?
Okay.
Ooh.
You slip, Whiffle Spark. War, make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save, you said.
Yeah.
Shit.
That was
And
a
I-
terrible roll.
I didn't
know.
grab for you beforehand either, so no advantage.
Yep. This is all happening right now.
I'm trying to read something. I have danger sense.
This is danger sense.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Nice.
roll it with advantage.
You get advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects you see, such as traps or spells.
This
So
is that. Go for it.
Come on, War. Come on.
quick advantage. 15.
Man, barbarians are strong.
You immediately, like quickly, as you see Whiffle Spark, not able, too tiny of a hand to grasp any other area on this door. There's just not enough. There's too smooth a slab, and you whip him back to the other side. And Whiffle Spark, you're hanging 5 feet below War on
Okay.
the other side, and
Can I-
you just sort of graze over the points of those glistening oiled up points at the bottom of the pit.
That was a close one. Kind
Nice
of
catch, War.
Good job.
The
Wow.
door has opened.
Oh, nice. You just sacrificed a friend and you get to continue.
So there's a. If I wouldn't have made a terrible climb check.
We would have had a rope to the other side, but I guess
So I guess I'll.
Can you
Get
guys give me
back
one
up.
moment to read to see if this retracts? I don't think it does, but I want to.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm not robbing you guys of anything. in this moment.
gonna help War pull Whiffle Spark up. Probably not super necessary, but
Yeah, Whiffle Spark weighs 35 pounds.
I-
War can lift me up one-handed.
If it did start retracting, that could have been the trigger instead of him
It doesn't.
falling.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I just wanted to confirm this
Yep.
this thing. Yep.
so the door doesn't. Okay.
No, this
It's just a
stays,
40-foot pit.
effectively. Yep.
And Mage Hand couldn't pull it.
It
Right.
probably took more than 5 pounds of pressure to.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 20 feet. That is longer than anyone can standing long jump.
Wow, we have
Probably
plenty of room
longer
for
than
running.
Oh,
you can
whoops.
throw me.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause running long jump is your strength score.
Are there any handholds on the walls around the thing
Let me look.
around the room?
Let me take a quick look here.
Because we can just sidle across. Then you know.
I'm gonna quickly look at the general stuff really quick.
Okay. Are we Indiana Jones? Swing it from the ceiling.
No, they're not that you can see here. And let me just redetail this chamber.
Sure.
and make sure that I am not missing any kind of thing.
Okay.
And I wish I would have had my other magic item on instead of the gloves of thievery.
No,
I mean, I like these.
there is.
Oh, the other one would have allowed me to pop myself back to you guys as part of it.
There are no evident handholds.
I don't see any way for us to handhold to the other side.
Is there anything in the hallway beyond?
There is. Let me kind of just gauge your guys' vision, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Since you actually can. No, you see very far because of the light of war. All of you should be able to very easily see. And I'll give you some more detail of what lies beyond.
It's a 20-foot pit.
It's a 20-foot deep pit. So yeah, let me give you some detail on what lies before you. You see a moss-covered corridor extending beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling in the air. You wouldn't know this. Ahead, a boss relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall at what looks to be a T-shaped intersection. The devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness.
Okay.
Lovely.
So here's what I'm thinking, team. I will Misty Step myself to the other side, and I will summon Tensor's floating disc, and then I will tie the rope around the disc, which cannot be moved unless I move, and then you guys can just come across on the rope.
Will tensors hold the weight of all of us?
Tensor's disc will go down into the pit.
No, I'm.
He's gonna cast it on the other side and use it as an anchor.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna anchor to the floor over there.
Is Tensor's disc an immovable object?
The disc is immobile while you are within 20 feet of it.
But is
so,
it immovable?
I mean,
I
That's
don't
a good
believe it. That is a good question. I don't believe it's immovable. Because that would make Tensor's floating disc very cool.
well, I mean, it doesn't say that. It doesn't.
I know that's a part of it. That's one of those 5e funny ones.
So it could potentially jump on a soggy rope.
All right. It says it can hold up to 500 pounds. So
Sure.
perhaps we could say that as long as 500 pounds isn't being pulled on it, then it'll remain stationary. Because I cannot move it myself; it only follows me,
I think
which
that's
leads
fair.
me to believe
I
that
think
it
that's very
can't
fair.
be moved.
Okay.
I think that's very fair. 500 pounds makes sense.
I mean,
That doesn't
we
mean
could
it's
also-
immovable.
we could also throw a grappling hook to the other side.
Or I have pittons, just so we can save the grappling hook for later.
There is the problem of how are we gonna get trap and such across?
Listen, don't worry about them. All right, they're inside me until combat starts. You don't have to worry about that.
They
You puke zombies?
You will. This is one of the situations where you will have to tell me how you get the others. That's when your party will spread out, and we got to figure out how they get over there.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just chuck them into the pit. I'll blow them up with a fireball. Valvine can mage hand all their bones up onto the cliff, and then I can revive them as archers.
Wow.
The
Wow. I didn't expect that.
little connects pieces.
Play some Legos.
Listen,
That's fun.
how high is their
Hey.
How high is their dexterity?
Listen, you should have learned by now. Dexterity is not the undead's highest stat. They are not very dexterous. They are strong. Actually, one could debate that they could standing long jump this very easily.
20 strength though. It takes
You need
20
20.
strength.
20 strength to standing long
Well,
jump.
not standing. The running long jump.
Or
We definitely have.
I think
Huh?
the running is the 20 foot one.
Running is 20, and then it would be 10. It's half of the running one. So half of your strength score is the standing long jump.
Well, this is a rather unimportant detail. It doesn't matter how we get them across if we can't get across. So
It's also
what
true.
what is
We could also like maybe floating disc above the like spikes. I don't know if that would work.
Send it back and well, once it leaves 20 feet. Does it
It
leave
will-
20 feet of you?
it will follow at a max of 20 feet away from me. However, it will sink into the pit.
Right.
So
Is it gonna sink all the way, or would it stay on top of the tracks?
it will sink until it's like 5 feet off of the ground. So if the spikes are not taller than 5 feet, then you'll be fine. If they are, I don't know if it's going to go through the disc or the disc will tip over. It's probably not really worth risking there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I like that idea. Should I hand over a few pittons just in case?
And there's no lips sticking out at all.
There is.
From the. Oh, there is.
There is a very thin, probably 3 to 4 inch rim.
3 to 4 inch rim.
Cause enough effectively for the hinges to lay.
Right.
It is as thin as the floor.
Not enough for turtle feet.
Oh, that would allow most of us to sidle.
We could get a 10-foot pole across it and then just kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do the whole, like they did in gym class where you had to like move forward with the thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
God. Do we have 2 10-foot poles? That would be perfect.
I
Okay.
have one.
there also is another option. A potentially easier option. I could literally turn into my giant spider and
Web it.
create enough webbing.
Or just
We could all walk
carry
across.
everyone across too.
Yeah, I could carry everyone across too.
Where have you been this whole time?
You keep telling me to not talk.
We did
When
this
you
in
have
the, in
nothing
the,
to say.
We did this in the crocodile temple and saved everyone's life. Hello.
Yeah.
Roland.
He
All right.
didn't remember that. That was the other Brolin.
Oh, okay. Ooh, calm down. All right. It's all right, bro. Just believe in yourself.
That being an excellent idea, it might also be good to do what we did in that one and web up underneath. So that if all
Yes.
we fall into the web again.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. All right, Victor. I hope you don't like. Do you like spiders, Victor? Are you afraid
It
of
doesn't
them?
matter what he likes. Just get us across.
Okay. Fine.
Well, Brolin, let me ask you this then, since you're going to be a
Lands
you're gonna be a
on
giant snake about
lands on fucking Alexandria.
Oh. So you are a 3x3.
Oh, wait, he's big again. It can't be stopped.
So you went snake.
Later.
You went.
I know.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. That was the joke.
Well, if the snake is filling the entire pit, we can just walk across.
As the giant snake, could I literally just go long boy it and just?
You would jump with the giant snake.
Would I though? Like I'm so long, I could just
You would jump with the giant snake.
Okay.
As a 20-foot span, you are only a huge creature.
All right. Okay.
Boy, it's sure taking a long time to turn into a spider.
Please, please, wait, get over here. Please spend, and be,
Yes,
also be be very, very careful about placing tokens outside of this zone. I have a lot of hidden information that is not within this area, and I don't want to spoil or ruin anything.
No,
for
okay.
you guys.
I did notice that. I'm sorry. I didn't see anything though. So.
All
right.
So, yeah. Go ahead and spend one of your uses. It's 1 out of 2.
I did.
Correct?
Yeah.
Is that long rest or short rest? I'm just curious.
Short rest. Short
Okay.
rest. Yeah, it's pretty great.
All right, you are a spider.
Should probably
How does-
stay a spider for a while because it's gonna be useful.
Good, then we don't have to listen to him either.
Yeah, I don't actually. I'm climbing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm climbing.
I know. You have a.
So I am creating a web. A web.
Okay. Let me see your web skill. Just really quick.
This is where he comes down on us like, actually.
Mhm.
No!
Um,
Foil.
You plummet to the ground.
So yeah, your web has a recharge. That's something worth noting. It doesn't really note your web being anything here other than something that targets a creature. Yeah, the target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can take a strength check, bursting the webbing on a success. The webbing can also be attacked and destroyed. Vulnerability to fire, immunity to bludgeon, poison, and psychic damage. But we had previously established that you were able to do this in another thing. I like it. I think it's cool. I have things I'll be doing to it, but I think you can do it. It will take a considerable amount of time considering that recharge, so probably at least a 10-minute process for the giant spider to thoroughly web the bottom of this.
It might just be better, safer, and quicker to carry
Just
everybody
carry
over
stuff.
one at a time.
Yeah.
Web one
Would you like to do
person, climb him over. Web another person, climb him over. Well,
Well, you can
it's
just
the
the,
carry.
the recharge, yeah.
Yeah. Carry people. Like, it might be good to have that because, like, on our way out, we might still need to get access again. You know?
Aha, Jacob, you are awful optimistic, aren't you?
Yep.
Making a lot of assumptions.
There is no retreat. There's
Don't
only
you know
forward.
all dungeons have a back door?
Yes, this is Skyrim, obviously.
Obviously.
There's a
Acerak
hidden
is
lever.
Todd. Acerak is Todd Howard. He wants us to. The real plan is to kill everyone with the death curse and make everyone play Skyrim.
Every dungeon has a dev door, okay?
If we had the Gamer's Guide magazine, we would know where the secret door is that goes right to the treasure room. It should be right in this hallway.
I don't believe that at all.
To the right.
All right, 1 second.
I'll just have to concentrate, open up my mental link, and connect with the Archmage Google for all the answers that I need.
Google. Are you sure the Archmage isn't named Bang?
Buying
No.
our Google.
No, and that's a common mispronunciation. Google's arch nemesis, Bing, is this horrible gnomish wizard. Nobody likes him.
Better than the Archwizard
Do you have a thing
Jeeves
against
that nobody
gnomes?
talks to.
Oh my god.
All right, so am I webbing this stuff up?
Something about a duck.
I think we
don't
should
know.
just carry us all over.
Well, I have to web people in order to
Do-
do that.
Do you?
Well, we can ride you, right? I think we
You're
were
a
doing
large
that before.
creature.
No, you're a large creature. We can ride you.
I mean, how are you gonna hold on to me? Because I'm webbing you. I'm sticking.
No, you don't need to web anybody. They can just cling to your body.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
you climb over. Yeah, and you can use
You can be walking on the wall, and someone can stand on top of you.
Don't even need to do that. He's large enough that his legs could just be walking on the lips
Mhm.
on either side.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you doing, Kitty?
All right, I'm gonna carry Victor over first. I grab Victor.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at weight capacities, and you should be good to carry everybody over. Just some people you're going to be going very slow.
I grab Victor.
And
Ah.
some people there might be a risk. I'm just gonna let you know that. So the pit is not webbed. You are just carrying people over.
I mean, if the
Maybe-
weight is a problem, I could drop some stuff here.
It is up to you. I am ruling it that if you are heavily encumbered, which means you go beyond the ability of your current creature who can carry. Let me just confirm this. Who can carry a total of, I believe it is 155 pounds, which is 21 your strength score multiplied by 15. So
Don't large creatures get an extra one?
A large creature. What do you mean by an extra one?
Like I thought there was a different math for large creatures.
Oh, a different math for larger creatures. That could be the case. Let me just quickly take a peek here to confirm. You would have to find it for me.
Okay,
I'm
so let's real quick.
I'm sure it exists. I'm looking at carrying capacity. Carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15. If this weight in pounds that you carry, which is high enough that most characters don't usually have to worry about it. Yep. The rules for lifting and carrying are intentionally simple. There's a variant, which we have been using. For more detailed rules in determining how a character is hindered by equipment. When you use this variant, ignore the strength column of the armor table in equipment. If you carry weight at the excess of 5 times your strength score, you are encumbered, which means your speed drops 10 feet. If your carrying weight exceeds 10 times your strength score, up to a maximum carrying capacity, you are instead heavily encumbered, which means your speed drops by 20 feet and you have disadvantage on all checks. It is at the heavily encumbered that I believe there is a risk, and it's worth noting. And you have 21 in your strength score of your spider, which means 210 is heavily encumbered.
So as a note, too, I think, Ed, while we were doing traveling stuff, you told me not to put like the chest of money into.
Don't worry about your items. I'm thinking about your character weight.
Okay.
We don't have to get into item weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say item weight.
I told you
I'm
a
a
long
little-
time
I was gonna start
ago.
counting.
I told you a long time ago I wasn't going to dig into that. I'm thinking about your character's actual weights. You did put those in, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, it should be.
So certain characters there could be a risk.
Well, it's not me. I've been doing my yoga every morning, keeping trim and.
Roland, you said you were taking. Who were you taking over first? Were you taking Alexandria?
Victor. No, the
Victor.
Expendables. Victor and Brolin.
So yeah, you don't have to move your you don't have to move, you can just sort of effectively stay. You can get Victor to the other side. He nervously sort of gets off, looks around. All right, wait for the others, and yeah, you can go back and basically in this scenario, war is the worry. The elephant in the room is war. You can get effectively everybody over one at a time.
Second
Pacing
to last
yourself.
person. If I'm the last one, takes a rope.
I think
Half
there,
of it.
there is
gonna
something because there is a thing with Ox that says that they're considered a huge creature for determining carrying capacity. I just have to figure out where it is.
Okay, if you can find that, then it might cover it. In the meantime, while you're looking for that, we have a whole crew of people here, and only Victor is across. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Trap is next.
Um,
What about Philip?
yeah, if you want to take, will you take those tokens out and put them on the other side for me, Kyle? So we know, and then get your dog over here too. Your 400-pound dog. Just fucking with you. Last time, we already established that I wouldn't
Fenrir has
care.
to stay behind.
I'm fucking with you. We already established
He
100
just
fit.
jumps down into his spikes, walks across, and then we pull him up.
Mechanical
Because he's
dog, no
immune to
poison.
poison.
Do you have two or three?
I have 2 zombies
Two.
and 1 skeleton.
One skeleton, cool, perfect. All right, yeah, just so that we know how this is kind of fitting for the situation. After you're on the other side, you can collapse them. It's fine.
Double for each size. About it.
Double for each size, perfect. So the spider can cover about 420 pounds. 420.
Nice.
How much does the war weigh?
Yeah, War, do you exceed that?
No.
Okay. You guys can successfully get across in this method with the spider. But order is important. So who's next?
Valfine next.
Okay. And then I'll drop.
Well,
Doesn't matter where I drop, or
There's a hallway before you.
He will hop me off, and I will get right next to Victor.
Roger.
Forgot I should bump my age up one.
Yeah, you're right.
As you examine your
Did
bio.
we miss War's birthday? All right, who's next?
Valfine, before anybody else arrives, would you mind doing a check of the hall?
Oh yeah, of course.
It's about to get really crowded in here.
While Brolin is working with the other over there, I'd like to check for traps.
Sure.
In the general vicinity. Perception.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
26.
You find something.
Well, it's a giant boulder coming right at us.
That's how you're supposed to get across this pit.
You look around you, and I think a sense of discomfort probably fills you as you see that the walls on either side of you hold holes in them, tiny little holes.
Do I see any pressure plates nearby?
Make another check,
Oh, okay.
because that's kind of
As I
something. That's kind of something different.
As I step on it. Ah!
Yeah, you do.
Which can I mark which space is there?
You step back very, very carefully. So there's one right there.
Hey, can we we are not dropping another person off over here, Brolin.
Hey,
Can you disable it, Valfine?
I tried that the one time in a dungeon, and it did not work for longer than a few minutes.
But you're so much stronger and more skilled than you were before. But if
if
that,
creatures share same space,
I think we can. It's
As
like
you
technically squeezing, right?
as you're investigating, looking along the way, you see sort of the snares down this hall with your 21 perception,
Oh boy.
Delphine. You
Okay.
see more. Those are the ones that you spot.
All right.
Well,
so I vote you take over number 43 next and drop him off over there. So because if he triggers a trap, who cares?
should I disable the one before anyone steps on it, or attempt to disable?
We don't want to trigger anything because at the moment Valfine will take damage even if she isn't standing on a thing.
I would almost assume that this one also has it.
Or the one under the bush.
Oh, I feel like the bushes are actually going to be the safe spots. You know, like follow the green.
Yeah,
So-
you can see that what it looks like itself. It just looks like the sort of stone inside of it is just, you can see that sort of thin seam around it. It's slightly lifted a little bit higher.
Yeah, because
It's all the sides.
there has to be. I'm guessing there has to be one on each of these lines.
Right.
Well, if there was,
That's a
Valfine
bad
would have
color.
triggered
I
it
should change my
already.
color.
I would have seen that other one.
Oh, I was just saying the one right next to you might be under that bush. That's why I didn't see it.
Gotcha.
A better color. Brown is a bad color.
I see what you're saying.
Well, I can try to disarm it, or we can sneak around this hallway and hope that no one touches anything.
Well, I mean, you could try and work your way through it yourself. See if you spot any on your way through. Could 10-foot pole it, but I don't think it will really matter because you're going to be in the middle of the room anyway.
The entire hallway. Yep.
It might be worth taking Delphine out of there, grabbing one of the 10-foot poles and triggering it to see if the one right next to you, to see if it just goes straight on that line or if it does all of them.
That works too.
We would need. Well,
We'd have
I
to.
mean, you could trigger this one up here doing that right now.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
also
but I just
standing in
don't-
something
but-
that may
but yeah,
potentially.
That was
yeah,
the reason for
Yeah.
taking Valkyrie out.
Yeah, there was a reason for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you happy, Ed? We'll finish this. We'll
We-
finish this D&D game in 20 years.
yes, we need to make room for Valfine. Just fucking kick Victor into the pit and then step down and
Or you two can hug it out.
No, I vote. Victor goes back because I have thieves' tools. Take Victor back across the chasm, and I can try to disarm the plate nearest to us.
While we're not in combat, 2 players can cuddle, and two medium creatures can cuddle and be a little uncomfortably close to each other and share the same spot if they want.
Really?
Yeah, because this is a grid that's supposed to represent stuff for fights, not for roleplay. We're in a kind of roleplay trap scenario.
Gotcha.
These are 5-foot spaces. They're very large. I
so-
think in this scenario when you're not fighting, you don't have to be in. Two medium creatures can share a square.
Being in the middle.
You cuddle up. You get close.
Yeah, I would cuddle yourself up because those are the 2 people that there is history with, so you're fine.
I don't like this. Okay.
Who are you going to cuddle with? I can't even keep it straight.
the answer will be with no one because she has to disable the trap. Victor, we will cuddle.
All right.
And then I chuck him in the pit.
No. No.
So yeah,
What- Last thing
Well-
you'd expect.
You are holding each other on the edge of this pit. Do you?
No fucking
Pull-
Sparta kick.
No, you're pulling an El
No.
Dorado where he's like, like hops up in your arms. Okay, so from here, I'm going to use my thieves' tools and attempt to disarm this closest pressure plate.
Go for it.
And I don't remember if that is advantage or not. I'll just click on it because I'm proficient.
proficient just means you use your proficiency bonus.
It is a lot. Should be good. Ready? Ready? Here we go. I clicked it.
Nice. Spend one of your iron pittance as you underneath the stone and you disable it. You put a little bit of pressure, a little bit more. You take the time to put a step onto it and it doesn't give.
Okay. The next 2 I'm not too excited about.
Well, next 2 I think we can avoid because we know they're there, and it's this next 2, these 2 squares that are a problem. Yeah, these 2.
Well, you know where you don't see a pressure plate, so I guess just step where. Not
I
in
would-
the bush.
Okay.
What?
So the thought is the bushes could be hiding the pressure plate. Because
I mean, all the other ones have been on the opposite side of a bush.
also true, except for this one exception, and I think it was Alex who said that each one probably has a tile that is trapped, which would mean
Right.
that if she doesn't see one there, it's got to be in the bush.
She would have seen one either place, right?
Well,
Like,
the
she
bush might have
saw
made it
all-
harder to see.
Yeah,
Well,
we.
he's
That's
yeah.
true.
They're saying the DC would be higher if there's a bush over it potentially. So, so
or they
we'll
could
just...
each have their own DC.
Yeah, that is also true. They could. Or one
Oh,
is
now
an
that everyone's
exploding
out of the
rune.
way, do you want me to just let Doggo step on those 2 platforms?
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. If you want
Alright.
to do that, then
Roland, go drop Doggo in the not red square or red X.
Okay. Do you want me to move my character or?
You don't have to. Like I said, you can stay there and people can move their
Okay.
tokens over. So
Alright.
you can move.
And-
Yep.
Then Doggo's just gonna step here.
Good doggo.
He. Nothing happens.
So Doggo is in a safe space.
Okay. Should we
Test the theory. Put him in the
test
bush.
the?
We can always test it. There's no one in the way, and I doubt this thing does 41 damage in a single hit.
Boing, 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 boing.
Well, this is no longer the jungle.
Yeah, but
Unless-
he's also revivable. It's fine.
Unless The slots in the
There's a
wall are-
reason why he's number 43.
Ah, yes, okay. Okay, I get it.
The slots are holes. I'll just remind you guys, they are holes in the walls, tiny little holes.
Gotcha.
Are they at different heights or?
They're all over the walls on either side. There's like
Okay.
dozens of them.
So it's like up the side?
and
All right. I guess he's just gonna do a step here. I'm gonna tell him to step over.
He gets in the bush. It's a little uncomfortable. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Huh.
And before these holes in the walls are a red herring, and the real trigger is a sphere of annihilation from the thing at the end of the
The
hallway.
giant mouth that shoots down the hall. Lightning bolt.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Spinner of death.
Then I guess I tell him to go to the end of the hallway.
Or it's like a giant
Yeah, show me
gust
his
of
path.
wind that sends you flying into the
So
pit.
it's gonna go
You
there.
can't. Wait, before you do, you can't see through him, can you?
No.
Are you able to see through him right now?
No. Oh, maybe.
Let me turn off his sight.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, you can move him forward.
Oh, actually, I tell him to listen to Velphine for where to go.
Okay.
So Velphine can see where I'm going. And I just wanted
Okay,
to come
so
down
that-
here.
Okay.
He's
So-
fine. He goes right up to and sniffs the just from a good distance away, a little bit of probably about 4 feet. The
Good
gaping
sniff.
devil's mouth.
The void
I
puke.
tell him to sit and guard.
And then the spikes come out.
The little tail. Just wagging.
So there are.
And,
It's a metronome.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I see
I'm
the other two traps. Should I try to disarm them or should we step around them?
If we can avoid
Step
them,
around
you'll
them.
want to save your pittance.
Probably safe idea.
I
Can we
am going.
mark them?
What's that? War?
Can we mark them?
It's marked right now. It's a
You should
red
see
X.
them.
Yeah, I mean
In-game.
in game, so that when we come back.
Oh,
here,
yeah. I don't know if I have. I would love some rainbow rice piles right now.
I could do.
Rainbow rice piles?
Anybody play Tenchu? No? Am I too old for that? Alright. Never mind. I'm sorry. I will take a single arrow. And
think you should just stick 'em into
before
the
the pressure
holes?
plate. Before the pressure plate. No, I'm not gonna stick them in the holes. The things are gonna go off of my hand.
I was saying just like have the arrow be over where we aren't supposed to step.
What I'm
So you don't
saying
stick
is
it
I'm gonna
deep
put
into
them
holes.
right before. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna touch the plates. I'm going to stand an arrow before each of them. So don't assume that is around.
How about you save your ammunition? I hand you this piece of chalk, and you use your mage hand to make giant white X's,
Where were you before this?
waiting for you to stop talking because I'm
Just
not going to interrupt you and
give
be
me
rude.
Shh. Okay.
Should also pick up some charcoal at some point.
Is there a chalk drawable area in front of each of these presser?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can put a chalk mark on. Do you want to put one on just the active ones, or the one that you pittened? Like, how are you doing that?
I'm gonna mark all of them.
Okay,
With the
yeah.
chalk. I mean, even though that one's pittened, I don't need someone stepping on it anyway and it popping or whatever.
Yeah,
Over
yeah.
underweight. So,
Makes sense.
mage hand mark each of them, and then mage hand the chalk back to you.
Thank you.
Interrupt me next time.
Noted. I'm going to do something probably regrettable, but I am going to move my character through the hallway.
Okay, one moment.
Because right now you're an NPC.
I'm going to. Yeah, everybody stay for just a second. I'm cleaning
Roger.
something up that is important. Just really quickly, so that I don't run into this problem again. Sorry, I've been mediating in the background if you guys have been going.
No problem.
Just to confirm. Lot.
If you, I would rather you double check.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's effectively what I got.
We need our
down there.
deaths to be pinpoint accurate.
Exactly. Okay, cool. We're good. I will unlock. Cha-cha! You are free. What is it that you would like to do, Alexandria? You seem to be...
I am.
She wants to go talk to the doggo.
I also remember Valfine was poking holes. I'll talk to you, Valfine, in a second. Alexandria. What are you...
I would like to move through the hallway until I end up in this position.
I was poking.
You
hole.
can do that. When you do, I have some information for you that I feel like is prudent to reveal. Since you have eyes now in places that you didn't before. Directly to your left, you see what looks to be a rusted iron grate set into the corridor floor. Through its bars, you can hear what sounds like water rushing past. Another thing, now that you are here, something that I skipped over before, the air reeks of rot and damp. You can still see those cracks of light come from above, and the map is actually lit accordingly to that light. Beyond the oh boy, you see a bit. Holy crap! So that there's a bit. Everybody, give me just a moment.
No problem.
I'm just
Read
realizing.
it out. We need it.
I'm
we need it all.
realizing the eyes that this queen got. All right. So beyond the grate, you see what looks to be a crystal window. Creepers and vines cling to the walls of this corridor, at the end of which is an arched crystal window, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. Through it, you can see a dark chamber, but not to your eyes, as you are able to see a little bit clearer. Let me specialize indeed.
My brand.
Yes, beyond you see what looks to be I think from because of the distance, and you can't see as much, I can detail two things. You see what seems to be a stone sarcophagus in the chamber beyond the crystal window. And beyond that, even further, it's very hard to make out from here, a gong. To your immediate right, you see... you see a grand chamber opening ahead, at least 50, well, actually, you're not sure how far across, but you can guess 50 feet. At least 50 feet across. A stone balcony winds the walls, or lines the edge from where you can see. And that balcony seems to drop off into darkness. You can see even further beyond. Wow. Yeah, you can see pretty far because of the light. Holy shit. So yeah, ledged balcony. And it seems to drop down into darkness all the way across that 50-foot ledge, and this light is because of what is sort of creaking through. There is a light coming from another maw, a face on the other side, all the way down the hall to the right. And you're following me with your camera, right? You're looking at what I'm looking at? Perfect.
Yep.
And you see that its mouth is open and there's a light beaming forth from within it in another chamber that holds yet another stone sarcophagus. And behind it, you see what is causing that light, a crystalline case. Inside of it, a skull, breathed in flame. And it is bright. The mouth of that is from the mouth almost acting like a door. The two eyes of that second devil face are lit with dim flames. And beyond, even further past the skull, the back wall seems to be riddled with cracks and damage, rot. That is everything you see. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of that happening.
That's a lot.
Because
Okay.
I have to go over those rooms again. If you go even further, so we'll come back to it. You'll see me rereading some things, but that is everything you can see, Alexandria.
Well, everybody, don't we have a treat? It's gonna be fun on a bun once y'all catch up.
Yeah, we're still only missing Brolin, Whifflespark, and War, who are on the other side.
Okay.
What smells worse, the zombie or the rot?
Did Trap
Well,
Trap
you're-
not take his bath today?
Your zombies smell of cinnamon, or wasn't it?
Well,
Brolin
to
is.
some people, cinnamon does smell bad. I
Brolin can
suppose.
technically be climbing on either side. I'm going to put him to the back layer so that tokens will be on top of him. You,
Okay.
yeah, because are you taking up this space down here, Brolin, or are you on the walls or ceiling?
Could be on the walls, yeah.
Yep, that makes sense. And you guys can be in the place where Brolin is.
All right. So I guess we have the two of us moved over to War.
Yeah, if you guys want to come over, place yourselves appropriately to where you think you are.
Alpine's gonna call out each of the pressure plates, even though they
Okay.
are marked.
Now that
I
you
am
are
gonna-
all over here, I would like you guys to delete unnecessary tokens. Mostly just, anything that you're
Just
not
gonna
using.
stay. Brolin's gonna
Yeah.
canonly stay outside of the dungeon.
Oh,
know
I
that you
think
Bye,
my
guys.
sight is
Yes, bye.
off too, Ed.
What did
it
you
should be
say?
I think my sight is off. It should be 60-60.
60-60?
Yeah, gnomes have better vision than most other
Oh, you have
things.
120. You have 120.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Here you go. I will go over you in a moment for more details, but before we do that, Berlin, you're staying in spider form, correct?
Yes.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
But why?
I'll tell you after you roll.
Roll and you'll find out. GG.
Okay.
Someone already put the pesticide down. Sorry, Brolin.
Using the spider.
Well, I have the amulet of health, so I
Yeah.
get
Yeah, use spider.
great.
Okay. Brolin, I would like you to apply 1 level of exhaustion to your character sheet. In the process of boating everyone over, even in your spider form, you feel the tire of that back and forth, that constant having to hold people and cling with all your might to the walls that they might not fall. It would have been an easier process had there not been a pit to get them over, but there was a lot of hanging, a lot of weight, and exhaustion sets in. You have 1 level of exhaustion. It means you have disadvantage on ability checks. Skill checks, effectively.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help, Brolin.
Yeah, Brolin, Spider Brolin looks tired.
Some of the legs are twitching, like trembling a little bit.
Oh no.
Whifflespark.
Yep.
To know if you see more. Let's see. You don't really.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
I just noticed that my vision was like.
I'll be
Almost
locking
human.
character sheet or character tokens as we go to make sure I'm properly revealing information as you go.
Yeah, of course.
So.
So, do we want to go crystal door with a grate, or
And yeah.
giant hall?
Did you say something?
Oh, do we want? We have 2 directions to go. Everyone should go. Actually, we should search for traps
Yeah.
before we go anywhere farther.
That's what I was gonna say.
I kind of want to. Yeah, well, we should search for traps in the hallways first, but I would actually like to take a stone, cast a light cantrip on it, and just underhand lob it into the mouth to see what happens.
The light is consumed. It's gone. And
Oh well, okay. We
not even a sound. Not even a sound of it hitting. It's just. And the light disappears.
okay. I'm gonna say something else in a minute. We should totally check for traps.
So, am I gonna do it, or is Mr. Gnome-Eyes gonna do it?
Well, I'm not as good at you as doing it. But I can try.
Oh,
Because otherwise, I
that
can
balcony.
try to make my way, like, scoot around everyone.
Kyle,
But
you can condense your zombies unless you think you need them out.
Okay. I'll just.
Yeah, if you want to have them on and just make them tiny, it's up to you.
Now we're a stack.
Perfect. I mean, that does take a little bit more to load, but yeah, it's up to you.
okay,
Oh,
so
okay. I'll get rid of them.
It'll run a little heavier, at least for me.
scoot.
I'm on a tiny RAM.
Scoot the Valphine up. Alright, excuse me.
Yeah, you guys can like move through each other's spaces, and share.
Excuse me,
Two
War.
minion creatures can share.
I switch
Which,
spots with you.
Which direction are we traveling?
Well, one way has a glass window thing, and the other way has a balcony.
Now that Valphine's here, I'm gonna pick up another stone. I'm gonna cast light cantrip on it. I'm gonna elbow her in the ribs and go, "Hey, Valphine, watch this!" And she's gonna just flick it into the mouth. It will do the same thing again. She's gonna slyly look at Valphine
Just
and then just look over her shoulder at Victor, then back at her, and then she's gonna just chuck another pebble in there.
Do I need to make an intelligence check? I'm not exactly sure what the message is here.
Oh, this is from your last conversation.
No, not yet.
Man, it sure would be. Clearly, that's a devastatingly destructive. And
We are
would be-
literally walking through the lair of a Sararak. We will have plenty of chances.
like this one.
Let's see.
Chances for what?
We see.
For Brolin to fall in.
ah yes,
Brolin.
yes, spider friend.
It looks like there's a tunnel in this maw.
Don't. Don't. Alexandria, which way are we going?
Well,
Which
it looks
way?
like it looks a lot shorter to the left. So how about we check for traps down that way?
Okay. Gonna check for traps down the
I
left
will
hand.
continue to assist.
We're
Go
good.
for it. Are you just from where you're standing, just looking?
Scoot to, I guess, kind of like maybe squeeze next to Alexandria to see if I can get a little better eye.
I mean,
Oh,
we can
step
swap
in any further?
places.
Yeah, you can swap
Yeah,
places,
swap
or you
them.
can be in her spot. It's no big deal.
Okay.
What places?
Yeah.
Strange
Perception check.
places.
Yeah, let's see.
Wonder Twin powers.
Seems clear.
I got a robotomy.
What?
Seems clear.
It's a Futurama.
I haven't seen all of it. I don't see anything down there.
All right. Well, I suppose it's time. Trap, front and center. Right.
Yeah, you can bring him out.
Good
here.
boy.
Love it.
All right. March to the end of the hallway.
He does so.
All right.
And now
And
turn.
as we practiced, quarter turn. And quarter turn.
Oh, he's got a little
And
musket
come
on his
back.
shoulder.
Absolutely.
Okay, I trust that now.
boy?
I am
Do
gonna
you
go
not
look down this thing.
trust me?
Yeah. Whiffle Spark. You look down there. Let me give you a little more detail on that. Just a little bit. A rusted
Valfie.
iron grate is set into the corridor floor. Through its bars, you see muddy water flowing slowly past.
Muddy. And of course I trust you, Valfine, but let's be frank here. There's
Let me
vegetation in the
look
way.
through the window.
It's a long hallway.
All right, I'm gonna lock.
I'm sensing some underlying trust issues here.
There's no underlying trust issues. It's literally a matter of perspective. You're all the way over here. That's 25 feet of hallway. You could be missing something that is flush to the wall. We don't
I
know.
have 18 passive perception.
So as the as that argument happens there, you see more of this chamber, Whiffle Spark. And I imagine you look on both sides since
Yeah.
it's safe. So you can look up, you can look down, go back and forth and kind of get a really good view of this dark room with your wonderful glistening gnome eyes that can pierce through any darkness.
Wonderful.
Except for that mouth apparently. But this vaulted tomb is overgrown with moss and creepers. A stone sarcophagus rests on a steeped dais in the middle of the floor. On the wall behind the sarcophagus, 2 large statues of bears grip a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones and niches along the walls. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers. An arched crystal window is what you are currently looking through.
Okay, let's look at the.
Down the mask or be seen.
All right, who's got paper mache?
Or rabbits.
They're paper mache. We can probably mage hand those over to us.
Made of something weak.
Does this
You are
crystal
unlocked.
window? Does this crystal window look openable?
Nope, no hinge, no handle. Seems built into the stone.
Okay.
There was no way to open this grate, correct?
Iron bars, from what you can tell. Just seems without maybe brute force.
What did we say was down there?
Water.
Muddy
rushing
water.
Heard water, right?
Yeah, muddy water in the sewage grate, sort of thing. Do you need me to reach for something?
Oh, we can-
Alexandra, I apologize. You think that the grate could be lifted, given enough force? It's like,
so there it does have a hinge.
no hinge, but it looks like it could be like removed, lifted.
All right, just gonna point out war and go war.
War.
Charades?
Lift up the grate.
Suddenly charades?
Do we want to go down there?
I think we should explore all of our options. I think the less obvious routes are going to be the safest ones. But I'm not saying jump in. I'm really just seeing if you can lift it.
Worth noting, the water is rushing north.
Oh, no. Okay, so northways.
Ooh,
Ah, good to know.
an alternate route. And we can use a 10-foot pole to test how deep it is.
Could do that.
Like a dipstick.
Could you fly Fiora down there? Is there enough clearance?
That is
What you are seeing, just to quickly address this, you are seeing.
Oh, that's
Oh
his
my
portion.
god! I'm sorry, I
see
moved
it.
everything. Okay, hopefully that didn't update.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's his XP bar, right?
fuck! Don't look.
Ah!
Ah, big mistake.
Everybody minimize. Okay.
All right,
Well, nope.
what you are seeing is nothing. I
Yeah.
can't
I
touch
closed
it.
my eyes. It's all good.
It's Kyle's XP bar, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Nobody
For-
saw
yeah.
anything, right?
Yep. Yeah, for a second there, I thought I saw a
Let
secret
me-
door
let
that
me-
was
nobody-
like not on the right layer.
Nobody,
So I was.
nobody move anything. Let me see if I can Command Z. Don't look. Wait, I'll move you. You look elsewhere. Let me see if I can return this to its proper place. All right. That way you don't have
Alright.
to look.
All right, not looking.
We're on the main screen now.
Perfect. Let me perfectly align this back to where it was, because that was scary. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Lock the layer.
I can't. It was on a locked
Oh, you
layer.
can't?
I moved
Oh,
to
really?
the locked layer because I thought what he was seeing was on the locked layer, but he was seeing Alexandria's buffer. Okay.
Okay.
War, you almost killed me. I was just kidding.
Sorry.
I was sorry. You're good. Okay, I just want to confirm
This
this.
tomb
He's
is the other way around.
He's metagaming. He's metagaming it.
We
No,
thought
I was
the
trying
DM
to-
He got the DM. He got the DM to pull on the map wrong. he spilled a little Mountain Dew,
You
so
got
it
me.
kind of
You
got
me.
a little sticky.
Okay, I'm never touching the map layer ever again. All right, for anything. Okay, I'm gonna move everybody back over. Here we come. Okay,
There we go.
the tomb is real. I promise you. This isn't all an illusion.
Pay
All
no
right.
attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the Acerak behind the curtain. No, they found me. All right. Okay. Continue where you guys were. My apologies.
That's the secret
So,
of this
I
map,
think I was
is that
gonna try
all
to-
the walls are really paper mache.
I was going to try to pull on this grate.
Yeah, where you put either side, go to lift. Don't even make. You don't even have to make a check. You can't. It's too much.
Yeah, this isn't moving.
With help, perhaps? I don't know. Well, if it's too much, then, it looks like it could be lifted. Perhaps it's triggered by something.
Maybe.
Oh,
How long has it been since I carried everybody across?
Whiffle Spark. It's only been probably 10 minutes. Whiffle Spark, make a
Oh,
perception check for me.
I have a passive of 19 if that is
No,
important.
no, I need
Alright.
you to make a check. Very good.
Good boy.
Very good. There's
Yes.
something else in this room.
Oh,
Something else in this room. Let me.
good job, Alex. Nice dice.
Professor Whifflespark is used to going into ruins. He looks for those sort of things.
He's a professor after all.
He's a professor of archaeology
Oh,
in a world
no.
where the archaeology is full of dangerous tombs.
Oh no, there is such a gelatinous blob in this hallway, is there?
No, it's the thing. If you get too close to the sarcophagus, a Draugr pops out.
The creepiest, weirdest little thing happens, Whiffle Spark. Actually, for you, I don't know. It's up to Whiffle Spark. I won't stereotype the gnome race into something, but this is weird. A tiny little skeleton man is sneaking his way across the room. I'm gonna mark him on here for you to be able to see. You can see that he is about a foot tall, and his head, though skull shape, is in that of a it looks to be like a pommel to something into its body. Its body is unnatural. It doesn't fit the human anatomy. It's triangle shaped. Actually, let me correct myself. The head is as well. You can see this skeletal little man, almost like a. Oh, the rest of the party knows what a chawanga is, but the almost like it's a skeleton of a chawanga, and
Chance Whifflespark does. He
Oh,
ventured
yeah,
through
he's
the
been
jungle
here.
to get here.
it's got a little
Yeah.
triangle head and a little triangle body, and you can see inside of the frame of its bones, the head was attached to some sort of pommel, a tiny little pole going down through its body, and at the end is the shape of a key, and it's got little skeleton arms and little skeleton daggers, and it turns to look at you, and it just moves out of
Hold
sight.
on my goggles.
It moves
That way I'm wearing a mask.
And yeah, you just see it. So this is like a moment for you, Whifflespark. Nobody else notices this. You just see this little skeleton man, triangle, his head, the pommel of what seems to be a key in his body, little daggers.
Does anyone...
And he just
Whifflespark asked
moves.
if anyone has ever seen those little things in the woods.
Chawinga?
Creepy... Yeah, those things. I think I just saw a skeleton one.
They can't have skeletons, they don't exist.
I've seen a few of them.
Well, yes, religious people often do see visions of.
Number
Holy creatures.
28 tried to eat one.
War, as you say that, only you hears a little coming from your shell.
He looks around, trying to look at the back of his shell, but can't.
in.
I'll remind you, War. door. You had a Chewunga crawl in there a while back.
Is he still there?
What?
You
Really?
hear a click.
He's been feeding off of like War's dead skin or something.
No.
That's
Like-
why.
like,
That's why my back feels so clean.
holding a little potato chip skin flake.
So yeah, Whifflespark is trying to crane around at the
Yeah.
window to see if he can see it again.
You can't. You don't know where he is. You can't see him from this angle. Or if he's even still there. Or was he there at all?
Is that permeable, Whifflespark?
You see him just like, just like going at
Oh,
the...
yeah. Are you looking for a door, perhaps?
Are you washing the window?
I'm
What are you doing?
trying to see a thing that disappeared.
Can you enter the room? Or is that an
I-
actual window?
I think it's actual window, isn't it? I touch
is-
it.
Yeah, you touch it. Glass, crystal.
Well, I can almost guarantee that breaking anything is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
I would tend to agree.
What does the spacing look like in the grate?
The spacing.
Could Fiera fit through there?
Fiora is a tiny creature or small?
I'm going to assume small. Let me look.
I think tiny.
Tiny beast.
Yeah, she can slip through.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to do that?
Yeah, you want her to go down there?
If there's enough clearance between the
There is.
water and the ceiling. Okay, then I would like to look through her eyes.
Let me 100% confirm that. I'm pretty sure
Alright.
there is. I'm pretty sure there's clearance. Let me just confirm. So I'm not.
In the
I'm
meantime,
not-
I'm gonna shuffle next to Valfie and just like, all right, I need you to watch my body while I...
At least
go
3 feet.
around.
At least 3 feet.
Okay, that's enough room for her then.
Yeah, I would say there's going to be a check, but because it is kind of. So what's her wingspan? It's a full owl, right?
Well, she's tiny, so
She is tiny, but she's an owl, right? I'm just kind of wondering if there would be some difficulty still
Fairly
with 3
big
feet.
owls are tiny owls.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, I'm just wondering if maybe it's too tight because that's to me 3 feet of space is tight. It's half of me. I mean,
How big are the holes in the grate?
enough for a tiny creature to slip through.
Is it possible for me to stick my head through and look in either direction?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna try. I don't want to get my
Okay,
head
let's
stuck.
check the book.
Trying to think if she would need a check. I don't know if it would be. I think she does. I don't know if it would be terribly difficult, but I still feel like there's at least risk of her just dropping into the water, which isn't the worst for her. I don't know. We'd have to see. I'm telling you, there's risk. There's some level of risk. You should know that for your bird. It exists.
What do you need? What's going on?
I'm just gonna see if there was anything down there.
Down. You're not going down there, are you?
Well, I'd be sending Fiera down there.
Oh, okay. That might not be a bad idea. You can resummon her, right?
It would take time. Actually, here's an idea. War, would you mind helping me with this? Could we stick your 10-foot pole down there, and then she could slip through and have something to hold on to, and she could just look?
Oh,
Oh yeah, like
like
clamp
at
and
an
then
angle.
put her down.
Yeah.
Easy. 10-foot pole war. You only get 6 feet down before you hit the bottom.
6 feet deep.
Well, there's 3 feet of space and then what seems to be another 3 of water.
So it's
Okay.
Water is too deep.
For one of us.
Alright, so I guess she does have 120 feet of dark vision. I guess I'll just let you control her to let me
Let
see
me-
what she's seeing.
Yeah,
I
let me
don't
make
know.
sure that you can see her vision.
Gonna
She does
pull
have
down
dark
vision.
vision.
Presumably you can.
120.
I can share vision with her.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You should be able to. I just need to give her that vision.
Gonna hold Valoria's shoulders and keep her stable.
Where's her dark vision? I'm not seeing it. Oh,
It's
wait,
on her
That's your hawk. Why? Wait, you pulled your hawk out. Get Fiera. Yeah, that was your hawk.
I did I did pull Fiera. I'll pull her again.
There she is. Yeah, there was a hawk. There was a hawk down there.
This is a different token.
Because I double clicked and
Oh.
was looking at a token scene.
You're right. I must have pulled the wrong one.
Yeah, your hawk is
Yep.
from. Yep, there
You
it is.
have a
Dark
hawk
vision.
token?
It is a thing that has been there for a while. I don't think we've addressed it at this point. It barely exists, but has sight. Okay, there we go.
Oh right. So I can't see anything down there.
Oh,
currently.
do you want her to go up or north or south? Oh wait, oh no,
Well,
she's
clinging
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
she's
pole.
clinging. I will show you both sides then, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't have like an extra layer here.
Yeah, that's understandable.
This is the north.
All right. Cool.
Got it.
Yep.
And this is the south.
Sweet. Is down there? Can I see anything like a latch or a lever or something that would open this grate?
No, no. Do you see though, on a similar sense that it's sort of rimmed around the edge, that it's not connected. Like it could be lifted.
All right. Well, I guess I could send Fiera places, but I don't want to clog up the time if people want to do things. So I guess that will just be good for me for now.
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's absolutely something that we'll have to discuss. It's absolutely possible for you to send, like, Fiera a lot of places for a long time and get me describing for a long period. I think I'm cool with that, depending on a circumstance I will reveal later, and I think it will be fair. Right now, just use it as is, and if the situation calls for it, I'll tell you, like, hey, let's reel it back because I want to kind of separate it a little bit. Is that cool?
So yeah, I don't want to take up all the time.
Yeah.
So,
For now, assume that you can do with her. You can send her places. 'Cause
I
that's
will
her
just
function.
I will just share that there are two tunnels. One heads north and takes a turn to the east after about 34 feet, and then to the south, relatively 34 feet, it turns to the west on our map. So it looks like it kind of curls into that room, potentially. The other one heads God knows where. And if anybody wants me to... Oh, God.
You saw the spider move.
I thought, like, oh, attack.
Oh my god, it's so
Shit,
good.
that scared me.
So good.
That would have been great.
Oh, that's as close to a jump scare as I'm gonna get. I skipped a heartbeat and froze up because it was just like click, 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 like really fast. Alright.
Oh my god, that would be terrifying.
Anyways, if anybody wants me to explore those things, just let me know. I'm pausing my character for now.
Valfine's intrigued. I mean, she'll hang out next to you, probably wait for you to do your thing. I think we've kind of checked all we can up until this point, so we've decided we're going left. So
Well, left is sort of blocked off by a crystal pane that I don't know how to get through.
That we don't
And-
want to break, yeah.
And right has ways we can go, so it probably makes sense for Valfine to search for traps on the other side.
do you want me to search for? Okay, well, maybe like one hand on Valoria.
You said to the north it goes right, and the south it goes left.
Yeah.
It cuts east to the north.
Like essentially, it's an S with a straight spine.
Right.
Going this way, essentially.
Also, I was gonna save this for flavor reasons because it would be pretty cool, but I realized that it actually is going to be super helpful for us exploring wise. So I want to let everybody know that I did get a cool new spell when I leveled up, and it allows me to essentially turn a wall into a doorway. So I can turn a I think it was, I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it's like 10 feet of stone into whatever I want, including like a
Oh.
door.
A window, perhaps? Crystal?
Well, I mean, it would still break the window, I'm assuming. So I don't think we want to do that. But I'm looking at this grate, like I could just.
I mean,
Get
we
us
could
in.
we could try with the grate. We can try to get more people on it, I think, and that might help.
That's also true.
What's the spell about? Just curious.
It is stone shape.
Cool.
So you touch a stone
Oh.
object, you mark.
We're perfect. We're going to talk about that, you and me, a little bit later. And I promise you, I will be in your favor. Don't worry.
Oh, I was about to say, have mistakes been made? I'm sorry.
Mistakes have been made, but don't worry about it. We will recall because of. We'll figure it out when we get there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Suddenly, the entire dungeon is made of obsidian.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Well, no. We'll figure it out when we get there. I want you to continue. We'll just talk.
I just see the GM hanging above the dungeon. So
I was like,
so it would be the guy who took the Outlander. You would
forgot
take the spell.
you forgot your diamond pickaxe. No.
Anyway, go on. I've overstepped.
No, that's okay. So I was going to scoot probably into Victor's space or swap sides with him temporarily.
Okay.
Just that I could check for traps down the right-hand hallway. Because we looked left, so now that everyone's kind of focused over there, I'll look to the other direction. So if we can see anything.
You are just checking for traps over here?
In the hallway space. Yeah, over there.
Could, out of curiosity, could I have Fiera perched on Valfine's shoulder and give her advantage on her checks if she's helping look around?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
How is Fiera helping Valfine? How does Fiera help?
Well, she's perching on her shoulder, looking around. She can see a considerable distance in the dark, and she's a night hunting predator. So
she can't communicate with Valfine, though. She can communicate with you.
Oh, I'm still channeling through her, so I can see.
So you're basically giving her a help check.
Yeah,
at range. That's fine.
Okay. And my monitor just.
You are
okay.
Oh, yeah, you are required for that communication. Fiera, if you are not involved and Fiera is, can you speak through Fiera? If you can speak through Fiera, then it works.
Well, I'm not very far
he's
away.
Like 10 feet away.
I know. I'm just wondering for distances. You should be good if you can speak through Fiera.
I don't think you can speak through Fiera.
I cannot speak through her.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Then you just need to be.
You could have her.
You could sending stone. You could sending.
You could have her hold a sending stone in her mouth.
Oh man, that would be so. That wouldn't work. Okay, never mind. I don't know if she could carry a whole stone. We'll figure it out if it gets there. Right now, you can easily communicate with Valfine. Yeah.
Okay. We'll roleplay
use
through.
Use Fiera's. Yeah.
If I have to communicate, we'll see if I can.
We'll figure it out.
Or I'll just scream like, "It's on the ceiling!"
Down the hall. No traps that you can see down this particular hall. Nothing evident to your eyes or Fiera's, Alexander and Valfine.
Okay, I'm gonna step a couple steps that way.
Okay. Do we want to try to get this grade up before we move on?
I would love to help you, but I could have my zombies help you.
That might be a good idea too, right?
Or the spider.
The spider is super strong.
Yeah.
Well, remember ability checks are at a disadvantage now.
Right.
So if we
It
can
would
give
help,
him,
but I don't think I can help much. Officially, my number 43 can help you because he can do the help action.
that's also true.
We'll have the dog, 2 zombies, and a war.
All right, all of you are able. Yeah, all of you. We have zombies. The Fenrir's there too. All right, you are all able to lift the grate and set it over to the side and open this sort of gaping hole in the floor.
Ta-da! 3 zombies and a turtle. That's probably a book somewhere.
Alright. So we at least have that open.
So now we just hope that if we explore it, we're not walking into gelatinous cubes.
That if for some reason we end up on the other side, we have a way out.
Well, we have this way out.
No, I mean if we end up in the water.
Yeah.
coming the other way.
So,
Okay.
are we going down then? Or are we going to check over here?
Probably at least look over there. Like, have Fiera land on that balcony.
Okay.
We could send her first. She's far more expendable than Valfine is.
Well,
Ah!
that's
Okay.
good to know.
As Fiora flies into this chamber,
There is a puff of feathers.
A giant green fly swatter. Yeah.
yes. As she flies in, she sees this place in a clearer detail. A grand chamber opens ahead, 50 feet across and plunging down into darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below this one, with corridors radiating off in dozens of directions.
Dear Lord.
To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels, and it just drops into darkness outside of Fiera's view.
Is it unnatural darkness, or does it go 120 feet?
It goes past her 120 feet,
Holy shit.
layer after layer after layer after layer.
Dear Lord. Okay.
That 1,000-foot pit of death wasn't a joke.
One sec. Let me.
Go figure.
Yeah, we get
Stuff
kind
written
of
on a
yeah,
stone obelisk.
I think we get a nice like grand view, almost like Assassin's Creed kind of curl turn around to view like everything in the moment where we kind of get this shot of this sort of apex point defining what stands before you as we see it just go further and further, layer after layer, corridor after corridor, chamber after chamber, deeper and deeper into the earth, into darkness.
So do Alexandria's legs give out because of the height?
Fiora is flying too, correct? I just want to make sure. Fiora is currently flying.
Yeah. I just imagine the fucking the owl just waddling down the hallway.
Okay.
Strut.
Yeah. Other than that, you see a few paths leading to the north.
Okay. Well, it's safe. It's a big drop. Past the balcony. It's good. It's really good. More than 120 feet.
Well, I guess which way is the question? Do we want to try and get around that other window, or do we want to move through this weird winding?
So do you hear water coming into that big chamber? Because if it's more than 120 feet down, and we hear water flowing into that chamber, I do not want to go into this water.
get swept away.
I'm pretty sure I can't hear auditory through that link. I think it's only
vision.
Can I move up?
Oh, let me unlock you.
Though I definitely would imagine if there was like falling water, like a waterfall, we would hear it.
You hear rushing water here. Where you are, because you're right there.
Okay, good
Nice.
call. Good call. Good call.
I'm gonna get a water drop.
As long as you stay in the water stream, you won't die. That's how Minecraft works, right?
Oh my god.
Well, also the water.
You could also swim back up if you're in Minecraft.
The water is only 3 feet deep, so.
Until you exit the tunnel.
And it's 3 feet of rushing water. Have you ever stood up to your chest in rushing water?
Well, I guess is it definitely? I forget this detail. Is it rushing, or is it just like a stream of water that's moving?
It's got a current.
Okay, so it's not like it's not rushing so hard that if you we wouldn't know until we stood in it. So
You wouldn't
never mind.
know. Yeah, you wouldn't know until you're standing it.
I like that one of the zombies is actually different than the other two.
That's a skeleton.
It's a skeleton. That's why.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we need to find another route, or we need to get comfortable with breaking that glass window.
Why can't we go that way?
Set another route. Or maybe I misheard.
Yeah, I said like we need to find another route, or we need to get comfortable breaking that window. Because it sounds like we're not going the waterway, because we don't want to risk getting waterfalled. So
I'm gonna step into the path, Valfie into here.
Okay.
I'm gonna break my my eagle vision and join everybody because I was alone. I did not
no,
feel
you
good.
had your zombies. You're all good.
They are zombies and Victor, because none of us have moved Victor yet.
Yeah, Victor's
Oh,
over.
Yeah,
He's in the
that's
middle.
not comfy.
He's here.
He was hanging out there. He's good. He's hanging
Alright,
out there.
I'm gonna delete the goof troop.
Okay. Trip deleted.
Alright. So we've got. Well, the other door looks like it comes into a wall. Because the other door should be about here.
There's so much.
And just to keep track how long, I think that can last like 2.5 hours.
Good to know.
Looking up in this chamber, does it go up above?
You look up and you see that the ceiling above you is what looks to be solid. It is arched in this room, but those cracks persist in the ceiling. The light of day pouring down within and filling the chamber, and also through those cracks, vines sort of seeping through the ceiling, gripping to the walls, and allowing all this sort of foliage to grow in from the outside above you.
I feel like we need to get into the chamber over there, but I didn't see any doors into that chamber over here.
Hmm.
The only entrancey thing I saw was this. And I could see pretty much
Well,
that much of the chamber.
You could go around the balcony, but I'm pretty sure there's something over there. There's no way that this is just you're gonna walk.
Let's find out.
Well, I think we should go this way.
Which north.
Okay, I don't see up there yet, so.
There's a hallway that goes for about 40 feet and then takes a left.
Oh, it goes left. Okay, so you think that goes to?
I think we
goes
should take a
past
left
the
and then
window?
another left.
Okay.
I would say War of Elfie needs to be taking the head there, though. Unless you want me to send Trap, or we could send, what was it, 46?
43. He hasn't died yet.
So we could send 46.
Oh no.
I like that idea. But you can't like warg through your dog, so
No, I
don't know,
can't.
like maybe if Fiera is still out, you can have her like quick pull the corner and come back or something.
I totally could. I feel bad abusing the familiar, so I don't want to.
Oh, okay. I mean that's fine.
Abuse
I
the
can-
familiar, Kyle.
I can always
Abuse it?
Yes.
You can use
I
it
mean-
how you want right now. I'll tell you when I would prefer a limitation, but I'll tell you when that limitation comes in. Basically, this is my limitation. You can see what this is now. On the level you are on, and that the group is exploring, I'm okay with you using Fiera. I really don't want, as your dungeon master, for you to throw Fiera through this whole thing, and it just be a Fiera adventure. That breaks my heart in half. It's very possible, but it shatters me inside. Like technically via rules, it can happen, but it's so sad.
we're sending Fiera down to the end.
I'm
grabbing
cool
the
with the
flying
level
back.
you are on.
Have her dive bomb real quick and see how far she can go.
I mean, I'm fine with that right now. If she wants to dive bomb right now, that's fine. But if it goes into in-depth exploring of completely different levels than you guys are on, I'm bummed. I'm a sad DM. I'm just letting you know.
You just have Valoria going. with a map as the Fiera, and Fiera like hits every corner.
That goes for anybody's companions.
Yeah, I'm
I
not-
want you guys to explore this. I don't want it to. I mean, I'm fine with them going ahead and doing what you're talking about on a single layer. I think that's perfectly utilizing what
Okay,
you have.
okay.
But yeah, just you guys stay here. All your companions go, and we just play as them from now on. They're the new party.
It's like some side shoot to Annihilation. It's like a filler episode.
I would say
without pets.
as a table, you guys can decide how you want to do that. You can do it the traditional way if you want. I'm just sad about it. That's all.
All right. I think I'm gonna send 43 with Fiera
Oh, she is perched on his head. Let's do
Oh,
it.
perfect.
to like here, I guess.
All right. Let's
Okay,
do it.
okay. Let me move you to the back because Fen doesn't see nearly as far as Fiera. To the back. It's just like a switch on and off, like a single action for you to change your perceptions, right? Alexandria, you don't have to spend anything to look
No.
for your eyes.
Fenrir's
Well,
job wasn't to test. Oh yeah, sorry.
What's up?
Sorry. Go on, Kyle.
Actually, I'm checking the Find Familiar spell just to be sure. I don't think it needs anything special.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it doesn't. It's not a trigger or a thing. I'm pretty sure you can just switch back and forth.
And there's a distance limit for you anyway, right? So you couldn't like wind through all the whole
Its
dungeon.
distance is
It's
100.
yeah,
What is its distance?
like
100 feet.
120, I think.
Use her however you
100.
want. Forget what I said.
Well, I that's why I was like, I mean,
100
but
feet,
it only
yeah,
goes
okay.
so far. So
Then there
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I was
Commanded
really
to keep
imagining the
going.
warlock one. I think you're okay to use her. Just always measure out your distance. I'm gonna say that's total.
Yeah.
That's
You can
total.
command them.
I mean, there you go, Ed. That's the limit to it.
There is a
yeah.
limit. I'm actually
Yeah.
really happy to hear that. I'm thinking the warlock one where you can go just
Yeah.
ham because Drew gave me nightmares with his. I love you, Drew. If you ever watched that, but he gave me nightmares with his super fucking person.
His pet is just infinite
Infinite forever, and I'm like, oh my god, please no. So Fiera does see down this hall. Were you gonna say anything else, Kyle, or because it looked like you were pondering something?
Nope.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't think so.
Fiera does see down this hall,
Oh.
which is good. So, what, you got something?
I was just going to tell you that it's an action for me to pop into her vision.
That's what I thought. Just an action. Cool. So for combat, it's a slow process. You
Hand
see,
on Valoria's shoulder.
You see down this way, the hallway just pierces into the darkness, but her eyes just adjust and widen that hunter instinct to see and zone in. You see before you, in the distance, the back of this sort of the back of this passage, the end of it, and at the end of it, a rusting statue of a knight stands at the west end of this hall, gripping a large iron shield before him. Shards and flakes of rusted metal cover the floor around the statue's feet.
All right, let's do this. Leroy! All right,
I
we're
can't
charging.
actually stay any farther with him, so I can't actually make him go farther.
How far can he go?
He is an independent creature.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh yeah, because you have to see, right, where he's going. Do you have to see?
Oh, I just have to be able. I can't because I can't see, so I can't actually
okay.
move him farther that way.
Oh, are we still doing the head on top of Fiera?
She took off his head.
She took off his head.
But so that you don't have to explain everything again, did she trigger anything on the way to where she is right now?
Where she is right now, I just need to. Before I say anything, where is the other token here? Are you staying in this corner of the hallway?
I'm staying in this corner. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Fiera flies through. What she sees down here, directly to the south is a dead end. Outside of what I've detailed here, and directly to the north is what looks to be a chamber. And I'm gonna give it like very brief detail. I want to save the actual details for if you guys ever go to these places. I think that's cool.
Yeah, what I was going to suggest is
Brief detail.
I'm asking, did she die on her way to that point?
No.
Okay, so I can tell everybody that at least for a flying creature, up to that point is safe.
Yep.
then we can not describe it because I can see it. That's really all I need to see right now.
Oh, you want to
We-
save it? Okay.
We can then have the Valfine team move in, check it for traps.
Okay, cool. Then I won't.
Okay.
I won't describe anything. I won't describe anything other than what you saw down that hall.
Yeah, because I can't really do anything with that information until we get there anyway. So
Roger.
Yep. And the Fenrir to this point was to check for traps along that hallway.
Oh, was he doing that?
No, he was walking down that
Oh,
hallway.
he's safe. He's safe to where he is.
His
He's-
feet
he's
were
totally-
looking for traps.
He's totally
yeah.
safe to where he is.
can you give him commands to do it? You could
Yeah, he has
tell
a-
him to follow Fiera, and then
Yeah, he does have some commands he can do.
so we could have him like mind check that hallway right now. If his command is to follow her, then she just fly to the end where I had her before.
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
All right, you want to do that?
Sure, we'll do that.
All right, let's
Okay.
do that.
All right. You can't move. You can't move him, right?
I can put him into the darkness, but
Okay. Perfect. All
I
right.
don't know how far
Just-
I need to go.
Just leave him right there. He's fine. Okay. I'll move him from here. So he follows Fury, makes his way down this hall. Doesn't seem to be
Take him away,
triggering.
boys.
Doesn't seem to be triggering anything. The minute Fenrir gets here, I need him to make a strength saving throw. Disadvantage for him too, please.
I'm going to verbally relay everything that's about to happen to this poor boy.
I
Disadvantage.
can't. I have to run.
One
It's
more
a
roll.
monster creature. So
Okay. You watch as, through Fiera's eyes, as the minute Fenrir, number 43, God bless his soul, steps into this chamber, and immediately you hear, and then he just kind of looks with these like puppy dog eyes towards you, Fiera, and he gets just taken. You feel you still see a force like just lunge him forward, and he goes right into the shield. And the minute he goes into the shield, he bursts into rust.
Oh no! Okay,
Well-
so nobody wearing any armor needs to be going into that room. Okay, guys, so the halls are safe up until where my poor girl just watched. God rest his soul, 43.
And
Oh.
you feel. Do you have any kind of magical connection to him, Whifflespark, or is there nothing? Is it just an
think
object?
so?
If it's just an object, it's just like, where's my dog?
He's not coming back.
Oh, that
No.
happens sometimes.
You're gonna need to build the next one from scratch.
This is like the Homeward Bound bad end.
Oh my
So-
god, I feel so bad because he was doing like the Scooby Doo, like, and this.
This was up and to the left, and there's a room there. That's this.
Yeah, Valfine, do you want to take the lead looking for traps in case what's his face magically didn't step on anything?
Okay.
You're fine up into the corner, and then you should be able to see where the unfortunate enrusting.
There are
happened.
probably scratch marks down the hallway.
There are.
So I'm fine up until here, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I'll come right behind you because I'm familiar.
I'm
also gonna come behind you.
So step into the corner, like right in front of you?
Yeah. You should be fine.
Okay. Like here?
Yeah.
And then just don't pass this corner, is
Do
what
not-
you're saying.
Do not enter the room. You are fine up until where I'm about to put Fiera. If you step past that, my wizard presumption is that is a terrifyingly magnetic force that will pull you into that knight's shield and rust everything. Though I can't presume, Professor, was that dog mostly metal?
Mostly.
So I guess perhaps the worst thing that would happen is anything metal on you would be destroyed, but you would be fine. Fiera's unaffected and she's flesh and bone. So.
Well, unfortunately,
Question is,
I'm
does he-
carrying...
Is there anything special for him being a magical item? Okay, I was curious.
I will check for traps up this hallway, up until Fiora.
Now I have to.
Okay, you make a
remember
check.
where the rebuild is. There's a rebuild thing. I just have to find it.
Alexandra, are you moving forward before Valfian checks for traps? Or...
Oh, I thought she was moving up to that.
yeah, if
Oh,
you
no,
are,
no,
you are.
I am checking up to. Yeah, so this is not. I haven't moved yet. God damn it.
It seems fine. You're pretty confident there's nothing down here.
All right.
Well,
think we're-
beyond the point that Fiera is at, because you've been informed.
Cool.
Up to Fiora looks fine.
All right, let's do it.
We go.
Doesn't move till Valfine does.
There's like this pause.
We're going, and we're going. We are going, right?
Yeah, place your tokens where you think you are.
How far was I? Oh, so there.
Can I climb on the walls?
You don't pass Fiera. Is
Okay,
Oh.
do not pass Fiora, is what you're saying?
yeah, correct. Though, Brolin, what an excellent opportunity. I just realized you are mostly flesh and blood right now.
Completely, in fact.
Yes. As much as I love to use you as a guinea pig, this is actually a legitimate suggestion. You should proceed.
So I have magical items applied to me.
But they are in your body. They aren't like
Everything melts to you.
pulled off of you. Yeah,
Mhm.
you are functionally.
I get the feeling that that would still be a thing.
It literally says in your transformation thing that everything melds into your body, including what armor and clothing you wear.
Yeah, but Ed's also being generous enough to let me apply those boosts. So that rule might be different now.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's go.
That would be very bad for Brolin.
Yeah.
He has disadvantage on
Oh,
all checks right now. So.
Yeah, his ability checks are bad.
Great
It is up to Dustin.
You know what?
Is a 9 enough to save that? I don't doubt it was because I forgot to apply something.
Falfine, can I have a pin?
Pitten?
Ed.
Oh, okay.
For the spike, was 9 enough to save that? Just as a curiosity.
Throw a rock first.
9 enough for what?
Oh, I forgot to apply something to him that he had. It was 9 wasn't a high enough roll. I'm guessing.
She'll go into her back pouch and pull out a Pitten steak.
Or something expendable that is made out of a metal. Doesn't necessarily have to be a pin.
Barbarian?
Actually, maybe not a Pitten. We need that. I will hand you.
Do you have a ball bearing pack?
I do. I'll hand. Can I hand her a single ball bearing, or do I need to hand the whole bag item?
Well, I mean, if you want to keep track of 1,000 ball bearings, sure.
Well, let me look. Hang on one second.
You
What else
mean
do I have?
999 after you hit off this?
You just add.
well, no. Here
99%
you
of a
go.
ball bearing pack.
Here is a chain. Here's a chain.
Okay.
I'll give you a chain.
Excellent.
Minus
So
that
I-
from your inventory.
Yep, taking it out.
I'll have Fiora come over, grip the chain, and then fly it past the threshold.
All right. She can forego this if she wants, but is she trying to hang on to the chain? Because the minute she gets over here, there's a tug. Is
Yeah, she
just-
won't.
She's letting it go?
Yeah.
It soars across the room, turns to just rusted dust. It hits it like almost if a like just a steamrolling train was coming at a sandcastle. Just turns to dust.
Holy shit!
All right. Well, yeah, it turns to dust. That
Across the
solves
shield.
the I could just repair it with prestidigitation theory. So. Or
That's
mending.
That's too many pieces for mending.
Yeah. Because before it was like metal shards, so I thought, oh, well, if it dusts everything, then we're fucked. Okay, so,
Good to know if there's a way to turn that off.
nobody with any kind of equipment is going to be able to do it.
I guess I start pulling metal bits off of me and making a pile.
Professor,
Oh,
can we
there's hundreds of them, but
Can we?
Guys. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, can we not start stripping in the hallway?
You got a zombie lurker. Do you need it off of here, Kyle?
Wait, send the zombie.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can't see
There's
him.
no
Sorry.
metal on the zombie.
I'll find him.
Yeah, he's right there.
well, a zombie can't disassemble
Oh.
something.
Oh, now I don't see him. Thank God we don't share vision. All right. The zombies have no metal on them. That is correct. I also have very little metal on me.
No one's around.
Huh?
Can we just like chuck a rock in there to see if the non-metal thing?
Well, Fiora can fly in there.
Yeah, but I mean, she's a creature.
She's a fae. She is a magical creature.
we've thrown
Floofy.
medical or metal objects
Medical.
from non-metal objects in.
Okay. I'll have Trap here pick up a. Is there any kind of debris he could pick up?
Over around here. This is a pretty clean hallway, but you just. I was still processing what we were talking about before with the looking around with your familiar. I shouldn't say anything. I should just let you look and then come back and dictate it to the party however you want. You're totally right. Sorry, I was really thinking about that. I was like, this could really work. There's no debris here.
I have soap.
I
Do you
mean,
just want a bar of soap?
I have soap. I'll chuck the soap into the room.
There was definitely debris in the entrance chamber, but here's pretty clear. Are you we chucking soap? You said.
I just chucked a bar of soap.
Clunk, 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 boom. And so the bar of soap sitting in the
Okay,
chamber.
so that's good.
So it is specifically metal.
That is definitely metal.
That's not good.
So we can't technically cross that.
We could if we just deposit things until we figure out how to turn it off.
Oh fuck.
I think I would like to go look at it, so I am going to strip off everything that is metal off of me. So, clothes.
Don't touch it though.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to touch it. I just want to go look at it.
Yeah, there's some kind of disintegration thing on the other like,
Yeah.
It
or
probably
something.
really is disintegration or shatter. Could be shatter.
Could be a rust thing, a rust monstery thing too.
True. Yeah. Well, that's fun.
So yeah, I'm taking off every bit of metal I have and making a pile here-ish.
Can we still wrap you with a rope?
Oh,
I'd still
yeah,
feel
of course.
I'd be more comfortable if we wrapped you with a rope. So if you went shoo, we could at least try to.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still I'll say it again. Brolin would be the perfect person to go into this room.
I'm getting what you're saying, but my magic items.
Yeah, so Brolin is scared to go in the room, so I'm taking off all my stuff.
Oh shit! You shouldn't have
He's a
said
spider.
that.
He can't tell you that. He
Oh,
just
Nobody calls me chicken.
Get it? I'm a spider.
So yeah, I'm wearing my little gnome underwear and shirt, and all my stuff down here.
Valfine's gonna get a rope out. I'm gonna tie it around War as an anchor, and then tie the other end around Whipplesnapper.
Okay, so then I'm gonna look in here and see what things look like.
As you're doing that, I'm gonna lock just really quick. As Brolin spider form crawls into here, I think like a little bit of a shiver goes up Victor's spine that could be noticeable to War, just because you are squeezing to get in here. So it's like your hands have to like reach forward in a really like getting through kind of way.
Yeah.
He just
War is also shivering at that.
and so yeah, it's technically squeezing as you go through. All right, I've unlocked it here. What do you? What's up?
I actually I'm stepping in to see if I get pulled at all.
I'm holding the rope. Also,
Any
with
metal
War.
flakes in your undie pants?
No, probably
right.
not.
Yeah, you step forward, an almost nude gnome, ready to
Oh, no.
sacrifice.
He's wearing
Pathetic
more of,
leg, perhaps.
he's wearing more of like that classic
Okay, yeah.
like
Yeah, he's got the
ridiculous
he doesn't look like a World of
underclothing.
Warcraft character without all their
No.
clothing.
He's got like
okay.
the suspenders with the wife beater.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's perfect. That's
striped
perfect.
striped boxers.
Step
A
out.
very disconcerting thing to ask. Does he have any fillings?
I doubt it.
That would be so terrible.
Or his glasses go phew.
You
Oh
don't-
no, his glasses are in the
Thinking
pile
about it.
back there.
Oh, that's right. You
yeah.
left him in a pile.
Is it just a cloth that you have on? You don't have. Do you have suspenders? Because I was about to. All right. Yeah. Anyway, if it's just a cloth, you step up and it's seems.
The suspenders are back in the pile.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
He did. He specified that
He
every
specified-
piece of metal is in a pile.
Didn't want to lose any of his handcrafted buttons. All right. Yeah. You you
So,
approach it. You're
So
fine.
still, I'm holding the rope anyway. From back
Yeah.
there.
There's a.
any-
Oh God. How long's that rope?
Okay, I pick up some of the.
60-ish feet, so
Gotta
we
be
can
here.
move up a little bit.
So I on top of that am picking up any of the non-metal scraps of
Oh, it's just dust.
Oh yeah, but all of the metal is dust. Is there any non-metal scraps?
Whatever you think was non-metal on him. Yeah,
Okay.
you can try to like take some of the tiny little.
Throw the soap bar at the shield, though.
Oh yeah, I pick up the
Yeah,
soap
yeah.
bar and actually throw it at the shield.
Boom.
Okay. So it is just metal that does things.
So it would just strip us of anything metal and probably not
Someone
magic.
toss me a 10-foot pole. Actually, I walk back, grab one of the 10-foot poles,
Javelin throw it.
I'm
I
poking the shield with the 10-foot pole.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, excuse me. 1 second.
Lightning runs up the pole and electrocutes you.
All right, so I do see.
1 second.
A fountain
I
over-
need
oh.
you to lock really quick.
Okay.
Pole. Yeah, right here. Weight 7. It is a pole of Is it a pole of collapsing?
No, it was just we got
It's
10
just a
foot. We got
wood
some
pole.
poles from
Just got a pole.
Judas
Judas.
wagon.
I just need to see what they. So let me just go to. Ed.
It should be wood.
Gear.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
there's.
Well, let me confirm that.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's.
Clear out, I feel like we would have rethought this situation.
Maybe. Yeah, I'd let you rethink it. I just need to see. Pole 10 foot. Yeah, show me pole.
Is the least described item in the book.
Is it literally? It has nothing. Let me just quickly. It is so. They literally didn't describe what kind of pole it was.
I feel
It's
like
just 10 foot.
It's 10 foot, and okay.
It's
it could
literally
probably be
made of
of
feet.
either.
It could be either or. So in this,
In the pole.
No. Ew.
I want you to flip a coin, or 1d2. Is your pole
Oh,
metal or wood?
If we want to be
Shit.
really in depth about it, I would say they're metal because this is a jungle and that those poles would rot in the humid environment.
I think
Then
it's
I won't
metal.
use the 10-foot pole.
Okay.
I will use something
You have.
else to poke.
That makes sense to undo because you have eyes. You can see it's metal. You understand. War goes to grab his 10 foot pole. Goes no.
Okay, I go back and grab someone's torch because I'm sure someone has one. I
Here.
poke with a torch instead.
What are you poking?
The shield. I just wanted to
Yeah,
test
let me
if
unlock.
what it does to non-organics.
Tung, tung, tung. Just a piece of wood
Or to-
hitting.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted wood touching it, see what it did to
Yeah, if
organics
you're
before I
over
tried to
here.
touch it.
Tung, tung, tung. Yeah.
Do you see any switches?
Yeah. I now that I've done that, I'm going to investigate this thing.
All right, you want to touch it?
Yeah, it'll be a touch investigation. Yeah.
It vibrates at the touch. You feel your fingers almost fall to sleep the minute you touch them, and it's like a vibration. It is weird to touch it.
And
The veins sort of underneath your skin seem to shudder.
okay, that thing's creepy. What does the
Uh.
statue itself look like besides
A
rusty?
knight. Looks like a knight. It's got two. It's a rusted knight. It's got two hands gripped on a shield. The shield is emblazoned with the symbol of the bearded devil with the open maw.
Alright, yeah, poke at the knight.
Everywhere you touch, you can feel that sort of vibration.
Okay. So, I guess I should just look down both these halls and see what we have down here.
Where are you going?
I guess I'll look at this one first.
You see what looks to be a... whew, it's just a dead end.
Okay.
Is the two ways, are they just north-south, or is it like out to the left of the north-south?
There's
It's
a bigger
north-south.
area up north here. I look down this one, and
Yeah. So you see a large fountain within. It's crusted with moss rises in the middle of a circular room. 3 marble maidens stand in the fountain holding pitchers out of which water flows. There is a cup right on the edge of the fountain.
I described that back to everyone over here.
You can hear
That's
it just sort of trickle out.
Was that south?
North.
north. So, fountain is this way.
Okay.
Dead end is this way.
Shit. Okay. Question is, how are we gonna get through this room?
Must
Yeah.
be a way to disable it somehow.
Some kind of
guess-
mechanism.
I will
Right.
step farther in here. Actually, I'm gonna look for traps. Just
Yeah.
I'm
Go ahead.
thinking perhaps the dead end.
Looks clear.
okay. Then I am continuing on. This one looks dead endy too. There's just a fountain with a cup.
Yeah, the southern dead end.
Southern
There
dead
might
end looks better. Alright, I guess I'm gonna look for traps down this hallway too.
Sure. Go ahead and make a check. Looks clear.
Totally believe it's clear. So
Yeah.
I will step
Looks
down.
looks like an unfinished portion.
Okay. So all we have really is a fountain
Hmm.
and an unfinished hallway. Is the
That,
fountain is the cup made of metal?
Nope. Looks to be made of stone.
Okay.
Well, that south one would probably run back into the chambers we've already been in.
Potentially.
Is it cool if I have Fiora fly back that way?
Back what way? Your
On
way?
the way we came.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do that.
All right, Professor.
It's a height. So should I do anything with the cup or the maidens, or does anyone else want to de-metal?
I would say don't get too many rooms ahead.
Well, this is it. There's a room and a hallway.
Do you see any buttons or anything to turn off our friend there?
I didn't see anything when I looked at him. But in here, there is a cup and water.
Is the cup filled with anything?
That's
we
a good
lose
question.
we lose the rope, by the way, if you're
Yep.
you're
Oh,
up
okay.
that far. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. You got a rope. It's trailing back towards.
You just see the.
Yeah, you have a tail.
So, I look. Is there anything in the cup, or it's empty? You
It's
said?
empty. Yep. And you just hear the gentle trickle of water from the overflowing.
Do any of the maidens have particular looks or anything?
Pictures. They all look to be in the throes of ecstasy.
Water in a fountain with an empty cup.
Can I have Fiora drink some of the water from the fountain?
Yeah, she wants to sip some of it. So she
I
like,
will
goes
have-
down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If she starts having a birdgasm, we found a great thing.
So she drinks, ruffles her feathers a little bit, and you're kind of within her eyes. Something changes. You're not... Make an insight check. You're not sure what.
Ooh.
And Whifflespark, you visibly see Fiera seem to almost kind of, like, as the feathers just sort of ruffle and then settle, she seems a little bit bigger than she was before. Just a little bit. And the feathers have kind of tuned a little bit of a different color. You know that Fiera is not the same for something. You can't put your finger on it.
Weird.
Well, the water's definitely of an effect.
So the question is, do we have 10 minutes?
10 minutes?
Well, that's how long it takes to cast a ritual spell.
I would also report that the, at least from my best guess through my bird vision, that dead-end hallway looks to lead right up to the crystal room. If there were a door there, it would be into that room.
I can go check that since people are telling me those things.
Well,
And I just didn't see it because I didn't think there was anything there because I am very confident in my check.
Make a check with advantage. Make a perception check with advantage. Whifflespark. You don't know what she's talking about. Solid.
Looks like a solid wall to me.
So either way, even if we did come up there, we'd still have to cross this night asshole.
It is true.
Were there any passages in the fountain room? Whifflespark?
No. Fountain room is just a circle room around the fountain. I am going to fill the cup though.
Okay. Fill it.
Or not dipping it. I'm gonna
Oh,
put it
hold it
under
out.
the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, because I don't
It
want to get
fills.
my hand in this.
Yeah, it fills.
And then I am going to take the cup back here and toss it at the knight. Not the whole cup, but just the water.
All right, yeah. You splash the water.
You fiend!
Yeah, it hits it and then it just you see the drips trickle down the rusted frame. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, it was worth a try.
Absolutely.
Do we have another ball bearing or something?
I mean, phew. I can. I mean, like the DM said, I could start tracking 999 of them.
Oh, okay.
If that's the way we wanted to do it. Like, I can start one at a time.
I have 3 daggers. I just chuck one into the room.
You chuck a dagger into the room. The minute you do, it gets caught midair, and the hilt, all that's left, the leather, just sort of tumbles to the ground and rolls.
Okay. I just wanted to check to see if that did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a dagger like swings right past you. Whifflespark like.
The fuck
Okay.
is that thing?
Then I am gonna
Do
take
we
my
have
cup
that,
back and fill it up.
Can I borrow that chalk?
Wait. What's up, Kyle?
I fly Fiora back to me.
Okay.
I take my traveler's cloak.
Okay.
I have her hold it. I fly her back over here and drape it over the shield.
Okay, yeah. You drape it over the shield. It sort of expertly. She lands it right on top of it.
I chuck another dagger into the room.
All right. The dagger pulls forward, goes right towards the shield, and pong! You hear it strike, and the dagger is pressed up against the cloth of your traveler's cloak.
So as long
Good
as
luck
it
getting that back off.
Okay, so cool.
Well, you have stone shape. Can you shape the floor up over the shield?
It's a level 4 spell, so I can only do so much. I would also need to be over there.
Can't
Fiora
Fiora cast touch spells? Is it a touch?
One, I have to talk to the DM about before I start using it.
Right.
No, you don't have to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to do that.
Nope.
So let's see. You touch a stone object or a section of wall no more than 5 feet in any dimension and form it into a shape that suits your purpose. So I could turn or make a small passage through a wall. I could make like a 5-foot high wall, like a chest
There
high
is
wall.
another use we could use for that, which is since you think this wall down here.
I was planning on that after I had the Ed talk
Right.
at least, but
Right.
Won't need it.
okay, not gonna need it, so that's good. So that's on my docket of things to do is to make a door into that room.
It's a level 4. Yeah, how many slots do you have at 4?
I have 1 level 4, but I also have the ring, which could only do 1 level 4, and that's it. And then I could take a short rest. And
Arcane recovery. Yeah.
am I a level? I am level 8, so I could get another level 4 after a short rest. But that's it.
Nice.
So, do we? Yeah, I guess it's however you want it, because you figured out you can cover it. We can permanently cover it with your spell, and see if it still draws any
Through stone.
through stone. Because obviously through cloth, it doesn't disintegrate on contact anymore. But can we like stop the effect so we can move freely?
I guess we also don't know how strong that pull is. Like,
Oh, I
If
go
somebody-
try to take the dagger off.
Make a strength check.
I mean, it pulled a full
Strength
metal
athletics.
dog
Strength athletics.
through the.
You grab it and you pull, and you're able to get it away, but you can feel it pulling back. All
I gently put it back.
right, you just let it back to the shield, to the covered shield.
Huh.
Alright. Well,
Alright.
everyone is doing that. I go over back to my stuff, pick up my pearl out of my bag, and start walking back this way.
Okay, yep, you got your pearl.
Okay.
I guess what we are going to do that then for the sake of potential progress. I'm going to cast Shape Stone through Fiera because it is a touch spell.
Perfect.
And it says I can create a 5-foot door or close a 5-foot passageway. So
Roger.
I will do that in front of the statue.
Roger, Roger. As you cast that spell, you channel the magic through Fiera. She touches one claw to the stone at the ground before her. And as that happens, Alexandria, something that's never happened before for you, well, for anybody here, I think, something different happens. You feel a recoil. The magic strikes into the stone, and it immediately, as it moves, we can almost see through the vision of an arcane ley line, at least for the view of our audience and for us as players. As the magic hits, boom, and we see almost like a green retraction cover, like almost like it was a ripple in water, like someone dumped ink into water, and a green ink pushes back. And it goes all the way back through fear, through the space in the arcane ley lines, and slams right back into you, Alexander. And as it does, you feel almost like the situation where the Hulk gets sort of like that hit, and his spirit gets pushed back by the monk lady. Avengers, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like and you hear a voice enter into your mind as everything else around you seems to silence. For everybody else here, Alexandra just looks like she's getting ready to cast this spell. This is all happening in a moment, and you hear, "No, not here. This one's mine. Choose again." And you feel that spell torn from you. As it's ripped from you, you feel the emptiness of that knowledge. That spell that you once had is gone.
Oh,
It's as if you never knew it, but there's an emptiness there, and it has to be filled. You feel power reaching out in the arcane ley lines, and you know there's supposed to be something there. You may take a new spell of that level, but that spell is gone.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Okay.
go
I'm
ask
sorry.
Jira for a feather.
I am sorry. I'm just gonna give you a quick message here. So, let me just
Interesting.
I'm just gonna give you. I'm gonna give this to you personally, because I don't want to spoil anything that could be derived from this out of here. Just for you, Kyle.
So that's the game saying don't change the dungeon.
Don't
Yeah.
fucking touch
Adventure mode in
me.
Minecraft.
Just so
Yeah.
you know what's happening here. There you go.
Okay.
So I normally wouldn't have you get anything else back, but I feel like that's so shitty. so I
Oh
think
my
I
God.
like it better that space is empty and you literally forget that you had the spell. Like it's just ripped from your memory.
Okay.
Jesus.
And you may
Christ.
choose a new one to take its place. And it's 11 o'clock. I feel like
Yeah.
that's the perfect time to call
Oh
it.
no, yeah.
When we
Alright.
get back, I'm totally casting Identify on this thing once I get a feather from Jira.
Gonna hunt down my bird.
I've got the pearl.
There's this naked gnome chasing a Fiera like a freaking familiar around the room, trying to pull a feather out.
Or I can go back to my spell pouch and get a owl feather, but there's a fresh one.
All right. Well, that is everything, friends. Thank you for joining us over on YouTube. If you're following our Tomb Games, thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you stopping by. And thank you guys for being here to play some Dungeons and Dragons with me. We're in the tomb. We're going through it. It's been a long time coming. I'm excited to dig into here, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
All right. That is everything. Thank you, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, friend.